I'm going through some changes.
I can see that.
I really, really, really have been going through some changes lately. I have to call a dear friend of mine tomorrow and apologize for my behavior. I've told you guys for a long time, I'm getting old. I'm not getting grumpy. I'm getting sick and tired. And people are very nice, and I get it. But every once in a while, people think they're cute and they don't get it. I got in trouble when I was a kid, a lot. And then I got a piece of advice one day, and they said, I want you to start using your ears. Listen to what people are saying. Really tap into what they're saying. So next time you see them, I want you to practice and bring something up from their life. That's your homework when you talk to somebody. And they go, I got a little sister. I don't care about your little sister, but next time I see you, I'm going to say your little sister. You follow me? I don't even know what we're talking about here.
You were talking about that you're not getting old, you're getting...
Okay. I'm getting a little sick and tired.
Yeah.
When I tell you something one time, it's not for you to take it and throw it away. And then fucking, if you say to me, Joey, I have a business that I want you to be a part of, and I go, George, listen, I'm 62. I got a daughter. I don't want to do shit. I got to go back on Twitter and talk about weed and shit at my age with a 12-year-old daughter. So there's some things that you can't give me enough money to do. I don't want it. I don't want it. So when I tell you that one time, get the fuck out. Like, stop. It's not going to work out for you. And people always want to push together. And then they all become like your fucking aunt at Thanksgiving. We all have that aunt that, you just want something normal. Can I get mashed potatoes? You never had my mashed potatoes. I put turnips and snake shit and something else. And I got to be like impressed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even though you told them you don't like it, they still give it to you.
That'll piss you off.
And that's good till you're about 12. And then one day you got to ask your aunt, can I ask you a question? When you take it in the ass, do you mind what honey it is? Whatever, something to throw them off, to understand what your point is.
Right.
Some people refuse to. So I got a call this week at 9 a.m. from somebody. I'm not awake, but he's such a dear friend of mine that I called him back out of respect. I'm headed to the dentist to take stitches out of my mouth. I answer the phone. I love this guy. Me and this guy were criminals together right in North Bergen 40 fucking years ago. Just the fact that he's still alive and he's still got heart. So he says to me that he's got a studio somewhere and he wants me to dump this one and go over there because I could save money. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I like going up there. And he's like, well, why would you want to go up to that shithole? And right away, dog, I have other reasons why I go up there. Well, what are they? None of your fucking. And I just went off and hung up on him because he wouldn't stop with the, it's better down here. They're opening up restaurants. I'm sick of all you motherfuckers telling me about what the fuck I know. We just got Cuban food tonight, a couple Cuban sandwiches. Not the best, but you're not going to get a sandwich like that in Pennsylvania or anywhere else. The only place, or anywhere else in this country, except Miami. If you want a sandwich like that, it's going to be Miami. Yeah, your friend has a place in Nashville and they do Cuban food. That's garbage. That's some guy with pulled pork. He don't know about Cuban food. They eat it just to be cute. No, I want Cuban. You're not going to get a better sandwich than that.
You don't have the office here because of the Cuban food, and I think...
Listen, look at that fucking Greek food you took home to go that your shit is still bleeding from.
Listen,
that's like a fucking. I should be rating them any day now.
What, my colon?
That shit, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Oh no, that place was good for midnight.
This is
or whenever
Hudson
we
County,
went.
motherfucker. Yeah. Go up to Fort Lee and look at the cannonball. George Washington landed here. They had like a war out here somewhere, didn't they? George Washington, Fort Abe Lincoln up the corner, and Fort Lee. That's why it's Fort fucking Lee.
I didn't know. Okay.
I don't even know why it's still Fort Lee because wasn't he a pedophile? He had like the first black slave. Everybody had a slave, but poor fucking Fort Lee, whatever his fucking name is. What's the guy's name? Robert E. Lee, right? That's what.
No, that's in the South, I would imagine.
Huh?
Robert E. Lee's like the other war, the Civil War.
Okay, I don't know. I just heard Lee, and I know he ain't Chinese. I know fucking Fort Lee is not named after a Chinese dude. Maybe now, and even then it's Korean. But the guy Lee, he was blonde. You can go up there and there's a cannonball. There's still a cannonball, and it says like right here, George Washington took a nap. Dog, this area has always been booming. This is the #1 area to see Martians. In my world, and I traveled all across this country, none of that shit with Guy Fieri, because I ate food that you eat when you're fucking broke. I was a feature act, so you can't come to me with no stories. You follow me?
Right.
I ate feature act food. It wasn't, Chris Walensky. No, it was not like that. It was feature act food. So when I refer you to a place, it's feature act food. It's feature act budget. And I had one of those places across the country. And in my world, that's the restaurant you want to eat at.
Oh, yeah.
Because they respect you for being an American. You respect them. They give you $1 worth of food, and you give them $1. And that's it. No fancy, no hard pose. No, oh my God, well, Gigi goes there. I don't give a fuck what Gigi does.
Especially for certain kinds of food, like Mexican
like,
food.
Dog, tell these motherfuckers when I take you to Denver, how much is the tab at that place?
Oh my God.
Tell them what the breakfast is in there.
A fucking green chili, eggs, and then green chili and everything. I had green chili on a breakfast quesadilla, on a burger.
What's the price?
The whole bill for both of us was like maybe $30-$40.
You're fucking crazy.
Really? Less?
They have a special at that place, Bob's number 2, every morning.
Joe, wait.
Yeah.
Sam's.
They have a special. They give you 2 eggs, a bowl of chili, and something else for fucking $4.99.
Oh, I don't know if it's $4.99.
It's $4.99 for the breakfast, and a bowl of chili is $6.99. So you're fucking crazy. Go on the fucking menu. Go on the fucking menu.
Sam's number 3 in Denver.
Sam's number 3. They probably raised the prices, but dog, those are the cheapest prices. When you walk in there, it says it. Been on fucking
Denver's best dime.
Oh, it's great. It's right next to the Comedy Works.
Like it. Nothing like it, brother. Downtown. That's where we go. Downtown.
Yep.
Right up the corner from
I've been to both.
Works. That is something that I've never seen, the green chili. And they used to have another place, too, that had a bunch of locations in Denver. And that place was world fucking class, too. That all this food is dirt fucking cheap.
60 gallons of green chili a day.
Oh, and it's good. It would be 62 if Joey and I lived there. Because
You have no idea. Nicky pork chops. If I take you there, you'll put green chili on everything. Because it goes on everything. Eggs, a cheeseburger, fucking burritos, cereal. Like if you're eating cornflakes, put some green chili on that motherfucker.
Oh, and
how much?
Let's see.
Bowl of chili still $6.
Weekday
they have early bird. I love early bird.
Yeah,
specials.
I'm an early bird. I'm an old man. What's the price, brother? And look how many early bird specials they got. How many?
The cheapest one is the one you're talking about. It's got $9.99.
Okay, what do they give you?
They give you bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, scrambled or regular, and toast. $9.99.
So if you couldn't hear bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, and toast for $9.99.
And the bowl of chili.
That's crazy.
So it's 16 with a bowl of chili.
So at least at $32.40.
Yeah, I wasn't that far off. Trust me, I know numbers.
Listen,
but
I went there. I remember the first time I went there by myself before radio, and the tab was $8, and I gave her obviously a 20.
Right.
And I told her, "You just saved my fucking day." But look at those specials, guys. That's why I could send anybody. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I could send anybody there and go, "That's a fucking restaurant." If you don't like that place, then we don't even need to ever talk again. Because the burgers were great. I don't like burgers. They got a Mexican burger that they put in a fucking
tortilla?
A tortilla. No. This place is the real shit. I went to the place I took you that I lived and died. I've been going there since 1984.
And where?
That's how loyal I've been to those motherfuckers. And when I go to I would go to San Jose.
Oh, Original Joe's.
Boringest town where hookers would come up to us as we were walking to the club in a mall with kids and shit. It's outside, but hookers. Every time I went there, one time during the week, a hooker would just come up, and you thought she was coming off the train because the train runs on the street. You have to cross it.
Right.
Remember, there's a movie theater. That's what we called the hooker for you. And
she didn't show up.
The bed.
I did make the bed.
Yeah, we called him. Hurry up, we got a hooker down here.
No, you called me for like 18 times over 2 hours.
He takes an hour. Where you been? He goes, I had to make the bed, Lee. She's a fucking hooker. And then
I did. You didn't even have, but I did make the bed. But
that place there.
Original Joe's.
Original Joe's.
Yeah.
I've been going to Original Joe's, San Francisco, 1984 in the fucking Tenderloin. That's what my loyalty is. Why? Because when I was flat fucking broke, I'd go in there and get a bowl of pasta. They give you 2 when you're broke, you eat bread. You know what I'm saying? You milk that fucking bread and that meatball, and you get that cheese and start eating that too. And there was a waiter, Mr. Something. He's Chinese.
Okay.
And every time I went, he knew. And I would bring him like cocktails. And whenever I stole and I made money, I'd give him money. Like I'd give him for all the tips that I'd miss out on.
Right.
So he used to give me Nutty Irishman, which is like Kahlua and
Baileys?
No, amaretto and
Is it Bailey's at all?
Bailey's. Amaretto and Bailey's with a little whatever. And, he would always give me those. You don't get drunk on those.
Right.
But I would sit there with my little martini glass because they all had like they're all waiters.
Suits.
With black on and suits. And I would sit there like Sinatra. Here I am, 1985, San Francisco. If they could only see me now in North Bergen.
Oh.
Living like a doctor in this motherfucker.
And what does Sam's and Original Joe's have in common?
Bro.
They both have a bar, like where you can just sit. What is it? What is that called? It's not called a bar at a restaurant.
What?
It looks like a bar. Like you can just sit as one person
Where?
at any restaurant. Sam's and Original Joe's has.
Oh yeah. They have the counter.
Counter. That's
They have a counter with the spinning seats.
I
You can
love
sit
the
there by
counter.
yourself.
The counter's the best spot at any restaurant.
Any restaurant. I know over the Original Joe's.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
got the fucking counter too, dog. Original Joe's got an Italian hamburger. Look at me. With steak fries at 11 o'clock at night.
Says it right here. $25.
But it's good. It's a $25
It's
burger.
a fucking Joe famous
like steak.
hamburger sandwich. Unfucking believable. That's where I'm going to send you.
Right.
The other day again, I saw a thing on Instagram. The top Cuban restaurants in Miami. The restaurant I've been talking about since 1999. Porter Sagua with the gay waiter. Still in the top 5. And they can't be expensive. No. My friend went to Gloria Stefan. It was $300 to eat Cuban food. You got robbed, bitch.
Right.
I hope Gloria played the fiddle or fucking something because you got robbed. I sent him to fucking that place the next day. He's like, Joey, $67. My whole family ate. And we ate like fucking, I don't know how it is now. It's down by Collins Avenue. But it still made the top fucking 10 list.
Dude.
That's what I believe in. I'm not going to send you. I don't want to see. Listen, anybody could send you to oh my God, the River Palms. The waiter, he rubs your foot. Sometimes not everybody that watches this show could get their feet rubbed at a fucking restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
And let's just even say like Morton's. Sometimes it'll be a good steak. You'll have a good time, but you'll drop $300. It's also great to go to Original Joe's and spend $40 on you need to have like reasonable prices. Like that makes a huge difference. If you enjoyed it or not. I would have enjoyed it for $30.
I can't refer people to anything anymore. Like if you told me, listen, I'm so old, I'm out of tune with life and the Metropolitan, whatever. But I can't refer you to a Yankee game or a Met game. Because if you have 2 kids, that's $400 that you don't have. $400 is conservative. I just mistaked on that because it's $160 a ticket.
I was going to say.
That's 2 kids and your wife and you, and what are you going to do? Sit there and look straight ahead and not eat hot dogs? The kids, what are you going to do? Give them fucking Chinese Yankee hats from Chinatown with the Y upside down? I mean, and that's who I think about when I think about those games or a restaurant or something. I'm like, what about the family of fucking 4 that have to eat? Like the other night I saw an app and 2 entrees for something, one of those Australian restaurants.
Outback?
Yeah, you're going to shit blood. You're not even going to make it home. You're not even going to make it home. But America that's a night out now in America.
Oh, yeah.
For a family of 4. That's a sad fucking truth.
Even just a single, honestly, last night, I had in my head I wanted to go to a diner and get breakfast after my spot. I didn't go because I looked at the menu before. I just had a feeling it was going to cost me $40 to $50 to just get eggs and bacon. Between that, a drink, to sit there, a tip. And I was like, it's not worth it. I'm just not, because we've talked a lot about places being empty. And I think people just look at it, they're like, I'll just do, we've had Factor before. That's why they're huge now. It's like, why would I go
and drop 40 when I could drink a Factor or something in the morning just to hold me over till 10 till the fucking guy comes to the office with burritos or something.
Yeah.
Or a taco, whatever you get at 10:15 for that first break. But when I refer a restaurant, it's not going to be a high-end place. That's not my bag at all.
Right.
It's going to be a place where I love fucking, look at what we talk about all the time. It's not the best restaurant in the world. It's not. Las Palmas. It's a good Cuban restaurant. It's a very good Cuban restaurant. But what do I like it the most? Because 5 of us could go there and we drop $1.20.
Well, like that's what I think the difference is with that place. And I'm not a Cuban
and I'm
expert.
not cheap.
You're not cheap.
I'm happier there.
And
because people think they're going to go to a restaurant and pay $400, and you're sitting around it's like Tony Montana. You're all a bunch of fucking mummies. You eat this fucking food. It's the same. It's just a bunch of people being the same shit with a tuxedo on.
Right.
You know, whatever the fuck they're doing, sitting there eating a meal. I can't eat a meal with a suit on. That's
no,
a
you're not comfortable?
That's a funeral. I got to sit there with hoop-doop-de-doo shoes on. Man, I want to sit with sweats, and you got to put your balls to it. You got to be like Moses, you know, like when you got to part those balls. You got to stretch out your little legs.
Are you parting them now?
I've always parted them.
I have.
What do you mean part? I just go, part them. So you have more space at the movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
oh my dude! But that's like with Las Palmas. To me, a white dude, their quality of food would be worth more.
Dog, the breakfast there, that breakfast, you're not going to eat lunch.
No.
Well, maybe you.
Yeah.
But
listen, you'd be right there with me, Mr. Hash.
Listen.
Like we'd be going. You never ate when we were in LA.
What do you mean?
You're just saying I'm the only one eating.
I eat.
You ate all the potato tacos I ate.
Oh, bro. What would you do right now?
Ooh.
What would Nick do if he tasted one of those potato tacos?
He'd move to LA.
Nice
he'd be the mayor of
taco.
LA in 6 years.
The potatoes were perfect. It was like a mash mixed with fucking
And that little
cheese
salsa after.
and salsa. Fuego, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. That is what's fun about going, like any traveling, or even just, dude. That's my favorite part of going anywhere. If I know I'm going to a city, I spend like weeks looking up places.
I'm gonna surprise you, motherfuckers. I just got a date in Chicago.
Really?
I don't know if I could take it. It's a weird date. We're trying to get a Wednesday show. That's the type of town that you got 2 options. Yeah, you could call a friend. I'd say recommend me to somewhere, and they'll recommend you we'll just take a walk on the south side and take a chance.
Yeah.
And then
or both. Or we do one recommendation, one chance.
We went to that place, Italian Beef.
Yeah.
Remember you went with me? It was in a
dude,
fucking...
that was a great weekend.
You get out of the car there, you're looking both ways, Jack. Woo, loaded.
Dude, that was my first
When you get out of the car there, you're looking both ways. You got to have a guy with his foot on the pedal in case the place gets robbed when you're in there. Oh, yeah, it's real. But that Italian Beef, and you get the beef. We always get the beef with the peppers. Then we get the beef with the sausage in the middle.
Yeah, that blew my fat mind.
Oh, my fucking God.
Dude, when the first time I had it with you was in whatever it's called. Not where you shot the special. And we pulled up with one of your friends, and it's a dipped beef with a foot-long sauce in the same sandwich. And it's just on them. It's not a secret menu. It's just on the menu. People are ordering it on a normal like Tuesday. I love Chicago. Oh my God. They understand in Chicago.
The thing about Chicago is my type of city because you can just go for a short walk and you'll smell something. You'll smell something and go, what the fuck is that? And then you'll look and you'll go, ew. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. You'll look at the glass and go, ew. They haven't cleaned that glass in years, but it does smell good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you look at the menu and you're like, I'm going to give it a shot. And you go in there. And that's where that's where you're like, oh, I'm in Chicago. Let me tell you what I fell in love with in Chicago. All of you are going to hate me. I'm going to get hate mail. I'm walking in Chicago, smoking a joint in like an affluent neighborhood. Whatever. It's it's where the Zanies downtown.
Right.
Which I don't like that neighborhood. Too many
I haven't
white
been
people.
there yet.
I like the other one. With the crazy workaholics, the Polacks and shit. But they put you down there. And one day I went for a walk, and it's a beautiful neighborhood. And I'll tell you what I stopped for, and I got hooked.
What's that?
Coconut oatmeal and coconut milk with little pieces of coconut on top of that motherfucker in Chicago. Like, I'm like, they're poisoning me. Because breakfast in Chicago, this is a blue-collar city.
What should you get?
It's fucking like June. Why should I get oatmeal? I went in there, and I took a picture of it, and I took a picture of the thing on the menu, and I told my wife, start making coconut oatmeal every fucking morning. For like a year, I took it. I love, and when Texas, I go to Houston because, again,
Clutch.
it used to be the cheapest place in the city and the cheap place in the country for people to go out to dinner. That's one of my favorites. A family of 8 could go out for the small lady. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All those little restaurants like that. But anyway, I was getting to you guys about that I went off on my friend, and I really apologize. I got to call him tomorrow and tell him I'm sorry because I don't want to go to Pennsylvania. And the reason why I was mad at him, not mad at him, but I had an undertone of anger, was because the guy I met, and again, he offered me a weed thing. I told him no. And, you know, like when somebody tells you something, they don't want you, but they're kind of assuming you're going to go, I want in on that. And then I talked to him once, and I go, I don't want to do anything. I'm busy with my daughter. I don't want to do anything. You know, I appreciate it. And then he did something, and I made a mistake taking it. That's where it was wrong. Because now that gives people the green light to torture you whenever the fuck they want. And it was, you know, before I got the thing, I think I counted 27 emails. 27 emails of what's in it, who made it, who grew it. You know, guys, I'm busy. I got time to sit here and read 10 minutes of your company history, nor do I give a fuck. And then he started hitting my Instagram, which really started pissing me off because that thing vibrates. I'm getting rid of that thing. I'm in my dentist office. I'm getting drilled and I'm getting goofy people. And he was one of them, you know, sending me pictures of this is me with Nick in 1984. I don't care. I got my eye fucked up. They got 20 needles in my mouth. I'm thinking it's my daughter or my wife. I reach in my phone and it's this fucking jerk off shit, you know, or a meme or something like that, which I'm not a meme guy. I'm not a meme guy. I don't laugh at those things. I've never laughed at a fucking meme. The only one was when fucking Joe Rogan interviewed Connor when he broke his leg. Then for a week, they had him interviewing people in bad spots. And when they had the one with Jesus, when he had the ladder interviewing Jesus, that was some classic fucking shit.
But other than that, no memes.
Other than that, you know, it's got to be something outlandish. But you know, the black guy with the big dick sitting on the bed. How many times are you gonna send me that? Go to life. You know what I'm saying? The guy from the fucking Tiger Whip, you know, that show on Netflix that he fucked the tiger. Everybody started making memes. I don't want to see that
show.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit. Since I'm a kid, I don't like that shit. It doesn't do anything for me. So he wasn't sending me memes, but I got 20 other people. You know, I get up in the morning, I go on Facebook. And I don't go right on the computer. I drink my coffee. I talk to my wife. I do 1,000 things. I'm prepared to go into the computer. I look at it with an open heart. First, I go on DraftKings because I'm doing this thing on the casino. If you hit it, you get 300 credits every day, 300 stars. So fuck it. I go on DraftKings. I see what the schedule is. Then I go on Facebook and all that other stupidity. And every time I open Facebook, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's always fucking, and then it's not even Facebook that's bad. It's Messenger, right? The shit that you don't see, that people send you for years. And then you'll see like, this number doesn't take calls. You could call me on Facebook. You could hit that number till your face turns purple. I'm never going to hear it. I don't even hear it. And every once in a while I hear it ringing. I go, what the fuck is that? I think the alarm's going off or I need a pill. I don't even know what the fuck it is. And there's nights I wake up and I got missed calls from people. People get hammered or they're going to kill themselves and they want to call me on Facebook. It's like, leave me the fuck alone, man.
One of those are very different things. Oh my God.
What's
Dude,
that?
Getting hammered versus killing yourself. You might want to pick up the killing yourself ones.
Guys, I don't look at that. I want you guys to know that when I'm in the middle of something and if that text goes off and I look at it, and it's not something to do with what is on my mind. So sometimes I just erase it. I don't even open it. I just erase it.
Dude, that was one of the angrier you've been at me. I think it was on like one of the first times I was on your podcast after LA. And I was just responding to people, like I think on Twitter, and I didn't uncheck you from the reply. I would have thought you would have turned notifications off. You followed by like a million something people. Why do you get a notification? Dude, you call me like fucking stop replying.
Yeah, because the funny thing about you is you think I know how to turn the notification off. That's
Ask
when you
somebody.
just come to my house and ask. I don't even know exist, Lee.
What do you mean?
I'm worried about more things, other things in life.
Yeah,
you think
every
I'm worried
time
about the
someone leaves you a
notification
comment,
fucking
you're getting a ding?
It doesn't matter. Next time you see something, get in your fucking car, come over. And go, I'm doing this thing on your computer. You're driving me crazy. And I'll accept it.
Okay.
And you'll do it for me in front of me, and I'll say thank you. Okay. And on the way out, I'm like, thank God he did it, because I'll never do that again.
Okay, I'll do that today.
I'm not going to do it. Always remember that with me. All you fucking idiots. Joey, you're doing it. Listen, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking a lucky fucking chance and doing a video or whatever, and it worked out. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know about notifications. I get hit up by Instagram every day. Click on to make money. Every day, I end up some other page. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. People think like, it's fucking insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I have been saying this for 15 years that I am an idiot savant. I know how to tell stories, and I know how to go to a restaurant and order. That's it. That's it. I don't know anything else. I know how to do laundry, but my wife won't let me put it in the dryer because she says I'll blow the fucking dryer up. I cooked something the other day. I took my wife out to dinner. She was at a softball game. I was headed to the softball game. I go, honey, don't make me breakfast. I'm going to heat up the fucking thing. I put 3 pieces of Wagyu on the fucking frying pan, the potatoes. I ate them. I smoked some pot. I got in the car. I drove a half hour. Then I came back because I thought I left the oven on. And, and the oven was shut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those guys. That's why I don't do that shit in the morning. You know how many times I was already in the YMCA doing laps, and I'm like, did I turn the candle off? God damn it. And I had to go out the Y. You think I'm kidding you? I'd walk home with the fucking pants and flip-flops and the mask on my head, fucking cursing everybody. And I go upstairs and the candle would be off. That's why I don't do anything in the morning. That's why I don't cook, put anything in the dryer, put the oven on, put the coffee in. This fucking guy. These people, everybody's like, Joey, we're thinking of getting you, what's that coffee machine that you got to like, Nescafe, all that shit is world class. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, that's my world. I just don't get it because I'm not a big coffee guy. But when I wake up in the morning, my wife knows, just fill it up with water for me. Don't make me get up. And then I'll be watering that thing. Because I will rip it right off that fucking counter and nobody will drink coffee. Because I'm not good to anybody in the morning. It's like if I got to get up, and I told her today, for the first time in 25 years, I swear to God, today I told her, I go, do not put my coffee cup in the dishwasher no more. Why? I go, why? Because you didn't make breakfast Sunday and Saturday. I got up Sunday and there was no coffee cup. I had to use a different one. And when I open up the dishwasher, my coffee cup is in the dishwasher with my other coffee cup. So for 3 days, because you didn't make breakfast, I didn't get a clean coffee shop. That's white people shit. Just rinse my coffee shop. If not, I'll rinse it. It's that easy. Rinse it. And you put it on the thing and let it dry. But you're making me wait 2 days for a fucking coffee cup because you want to put it through a fucking stupid dishwasher? That's white people shit. Our parents did not use a dishwasher. They wash with their fucking elbows. Everybody in America now, I don't even want to take a fork at people's house no more. Everything is in the dishwasher. Yeah. You gotta fucking wash your fork with hot water. That's why your mother put the gloves on. Remember those fucking gloves? You thought your mother was making meth? No.
Dishwashers have hot water.
Huh?
Dishwashers use hot water.
No, they don't. They have a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 66, and they shoot steam to confuse you. No. That's why white people get all those diseases, and they got guts and shit. Nick, tell him about the white chick with the dirty feet at my daughter's softball game the other day. No, they're pinga. Only in New Jersey. Now you want to know. You want to learn the country, you got to go to South Jersey. The feet on her, the dirt, and she was jumping up and down, doing meth. I don't even want to talk about it. At a kid's softball game. Yeah, he's got video. It's but anyway,
another parent?
It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's talk about what we're talking about here. What are we talking about?
Washing dishes by hand.
Yeah, why do we have to do this? Every morning I get up and I see a Sunday cup and my daughter didn't rinse it. Nothing pisses me off. I don't care if you dirty the dishes. Just do me a favor, rinse it. So when I go to wash them the next day, I don't have to fucking get a fucking concrete thing to blow out your fucking shit.
Dude, do you do the dishes? Like, you've never known you have like so many rules
No,
about...
you know what I do? I just drain them. I fucking sit. Because my wife, she likes to put them in the dishwasher. I don't believe in dishwashers. No.
Why?
No.
Then why have a dishwasher?
I make a protein shake for 3 days. I'm walking around looking for the fucking blender. No. You take the blender. If you finish that shake, as soon as you finish it, you put the hot water on. You put the hot water on. As you're drinking the shake, the hot water's already, the water's coming out, and you're already getting the hot water prepped. So when you put that fucking shake in there, it kills all that milk immediately, and the ice cream, and the soy milk, and everything else. And then you take it, and then you open up the bottom, because that's where the shit develops. And you clean that out with soap and whatever the fuck, and you separate it. So when you make a shake again, because what gets you sick isn't you drinking out of the top like an animal like me. People will go, well, you're a fucking cannibal. You don't even put it in a milkshake. Why am I going to dirty another dish? Again, white people shit. If it's you alone, why are we doing this to dirty another dish? Fish are running out of water. But you're going to use another dish. This is what they tell you. But everybody thinks green. Oh, my God, I'm so green. No, you're not.
Oh, I love a paper plate.
Me too. And you throw it away.
Yeah, it's the best.
Forget about paper plates, okay?
Oh, sorry.
You take that thing apart. It's the black thing, the ringer, and the fucking washer. That's where the junk develops. If not, I got to wait 3 days, and she's not even doing that. She's just putting it in a thing, and then you wonder why your skin is turning yellow. Because you're drinking homogenized fucking not milk. Do you understand? There's just little things that you have to take a little bit more effort. This is the Cuban side of my house. When I grew up, you think your mother got a mop like that? Mr. Clean?
Swiffer?
My mother would come in here, move all this. This carpet would get rolled up, and this was 3 times a week.
She'd roll up the carpet?
This is a Cuban woman's house. Carpet gets rolled up. All this shit gets pushed to the top. She'd go in that bathroom, fill up a cup, and start fucking hitting the floors with hot water, and then fucking laundry soap, and then Cuban cologne to take the spirit out, to put the spirit out of the house. When you walked in that house, your house smelled like fucking Jesus' lead. That's a Spanish woman's home. That's how you fucking clean the floor. Nah. Yeah. Or white people now with the vacuum that vacuums himself.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Roomba.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No.
Why? It does it for you.
Because this is the level we're sinking to in our homes. And this is your home. This ain't your car. This ain't your building. This is your home. This is your fucking home. This is where you eat. This is where your fucking kids are growing. This is everything. And that's the difference. I grew up in a house where it started in the fucking kitchen, and it was hot water with buckets, and it was like going to the hot dog factory. The meat comes out of the ceiling, and it hits the floor, and you got 2 Puerto Ricans putting salt on the meat, and you got 10 Puerto Ricans pushing it into a hole. That's how it is. You don't clean the floor with a mop. It's hot water. You can see the steam coming up as she's throwing that fucking perfume on, and what's the yellow dishwashing detergent? Palmolive. Whatever. Yeah. And they put Clorox in that motherfucker to kill the fucking...
bleach.
Bleach, too. That's how you clean a floor. But
she was just throwing bleach around your house?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I love that smell in the morning. That's when you know your house is fucking clean. Don't you want to take a shit and your house is shiny and your toilet smell? Listen, you take a shit in a medium toilet or a fucking place that, like every night, listen, I always, my bathroom is disgusting. Okay? But guess what? I earned that fucking right. I earned that right. For years, I shared a bathroom with 22 fucking people. All your life, you share a bathroom with 22 people. Finally, my wife gets a house. I got my own bathroom.
So that's yours.
I don't put my dick in the thing. I shit high. Half the time, I roll my knuckle in the shit, and it sticks with the paper or her towel on the bottom. Yeah, she don't even put the towel bucket. Every time she uses her towel, it's like, for some reason, my towel smells like shit. Yeah, because you put it in the area where I wipe. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, my God.
And then nobody's got a cool bathroom no more.
What's a cool
When I was growing up, there was a thing with a stick. That's it, right here, at arm's distance. You pulled it. Now white people have a thing that, so if you pull it, the whole paw falls down. Or I got to make a complete fucking turn like The Exorcist to get paper out of here. It's all the way back. Go to a hotel. It's all the way creeped and like a hole back here. I got to be the Fantastic Four, Slinky, whatever his fucking name is, with a long arm. And you got to sit there as you're shitting and take that. 9 out of 10, they use shitty toilet paper. So when it rips, now you got all this fucking paper going around like confetti, and you're wiping your ass with little pieces, big pieces. You don't even fucking know anymore. It's a nightmare hotel anymore. And then if you're a nice hotel, what happened to the fucking shower stick? What happened to the door of my shower? I gotta take a shower with the fucking door wide open. I gotta sit there with the door waiting for somebody to come in. I don't even have a level of fucking protection no more. $400 a night. Where's the fucking shower door? No shower door.
I'm so sorry.
$400 a night. They don't have a shower door. You're in there fucking freezing. And then they give you that portable thing. The fucking stick. I don't want the stick. I want the shower in the wall, connected. I don't want that stick. That's when you really freeze. So now I'm freezing with the stick shower, and I got no fucking curtain here. I'm sorry. I got emotional about hotels anymore. I'm sick of them.
Oh, my God.
I'm going back to New York.
Dude, I'm just
Route 3.
learning so many new rules about. I had no idea about dishes.
I'm looking at my bathroom. I got to turn all the way around and get toilet paper.
So where's your toilet paper?
Take a shit over here. So that means only this hip moves. I'm like the one golfer in Happy Madison with that slid his fucking thing. Okay? It's only one side.
Right. So
the paper's right here. If the paper's right here, and the TV's there, you got a ball hanging out, you're scratching, you're watching the Yankees, you're sniffing your fingers, somebody's calling you, Nick, Coco's on the phone. I'll call him back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bothered. You're in your bathroom.
Did you put a TV in your bathroom?
Fuck yeah. Always.
Did you really?
Not now. It's too small, this bathroom.
Oh, I thought you just redid it.
No. When I lived in Hollywood, I had a TV. We had an old little TV. I won it in a contest or something in Hollywood. I stole it from a set.
And
there's
you just...
better.
Holy shit.
Listen, there's nothing better than wiping your ass while you're seeing what the weather is. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You're wiping your ass accordingly. Ooh, it's going to be 90. I got to dig deep in there because if I don't, I'm going to have a fucking spicy asshole by 2 o'clock. You have to do the weather while you're fucking drying your ass or your balls.
How much time are you spending on the toilet?
3 minutes. I'm not a long timer. That's for losers. I ain't got that type of time.
So you bring the TV in for 3 minutes?
No, I turn it on. You don't bring it in. You go, you sit down.
Right.
You listen, when I shit, when I put my pants down and I sit, I get the first whiff of ass because I don't wait till the last minute to shit. I ain't got time. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and read the paper and fucking Bitcoin report. That's never been me, okay? When I go to the bathroom, when I sit, I'm like, oh my God, I already sat in my ass face, okay? And it just starts pouring out, ba, pee, ba, ba, ba. And I just sit there. Sometimes if I know I'm going to be there a long time, I'll get a Kleenex fucking towel, wipe my phone, and play fucking dominoes. Whatever. Not dominoes, but
DraftKings.
Wheel of Fortune. That's the only reason I'll sit there for like 8 minutes. And I will let everything come out. But it's killing me because I'm wasting my time. I should be out earning. But I'm sitting there like a fucking idiot, waiting for everything to come out of my asshole. And then I just put the game away. I wipe it again.
Yeah, you're watching the weather, though, is what I was talking about.
No, the weather's on TV.
I understand it's on TV, but
again, if I go in there at 9:20, there ain't no weather. I got to wait till 9:40, so null the fucking weather. Then I go on the computer and I go, New Jersey, 7-day weather. That's it. Everything is different. We have to improvise. That's the word I'm looking for.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, you have to make your bathroom experience. Somewhere in this country, we decided to make the bathroom experience 40 minutes. They figured out that after like 8 minutes, you're just getting hemorrhoids.
That's why I was asking how long you're sitting there for.
So you want to be in there quick. That's why at night you got to eat an apple, 2 cups of coffee, reefer, all that. George made a point 3 or 4 years ago, and it is absolutely true. You can do whatever you want the night before reefer-wise. You got to drink coffee, 2 cups, go to the bathroom, shit, and take a shower. When you come out of that shower, because of that shit, the shit blows out the THC and anything else that was in there. You don't do that in the morning. You want to do it your way.
I can't control when I shit.
Well, you have to drink coffee. You have to drink juice.
I don't like coffee.
You get up and for 3 hours, you don't drink anything. You know, Lee, there's health issues. This is why you're high for 3 fucking days.
Well, that's not why. It's not my lack
3
of
fucking
coffee.
days he was high for.
Yeah, because you got me fucked up last week.
No, I've been getting you fucked up for 12 years.
I know that, and
what's
I've been
the
high.
problem?
Why do you think I
you're not
got so
experienced
fucking
yet at
fat?
this shit yet?
Dude, when we were doing Sundays and Wednesdays, I would be high from Sunday to basically Tuesday afternoon, and then I would get a break until Wednesday night.
And guess what?
What?
You're still here.
I know. I'm not
Stop
complaining.
crying. Yes,
no
you are.
one's crying. You're talking.
Look. Leave him alone, okay?
Leave me alone. You're talking about how high I get.
You just look at the shape of you.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Look at the shape of you. Your fucking eyes match your fucking shirt. Like you were sucking dick at a gay bar. Pork pinkies. Look at you. And then they made you serve tacos and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? A pink shirt.
I was waiting for
That's
it.
like a fucking Mexican gay bar you worked at.
It's
Pinkies
not
in San
any better.
Diego.
It's a Boston ice cream
Eric's
place.
the fucking DJ or some shit.
Oh, that'd be a good place.
Anyway, we got to talk about this, so we might as well let it out. Last week was a fucking shocker to me. Last Tuesday, I was somewhere, and I'm driving home, and Dean Delray sends me a text. And I look at it, and it's R.I.P. Ozzy, and I go, I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And I pulled over on the 9, and I called him. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, dude, Ozzy died. Can you believe that? 14 days after his show.
That's crazy.
I could see it happening. He waited and, he yelled out, God bless him, whatever. And I get back and I'm driving. And then I just started fucking hitting me, man. I'm like, what the fuck? How did Ozzy Osbourne die? And I'm sitting there and I always had a fear as a kid. I go, I'm going to have a hard time when Ozzy dies, Charles Bronson. And the last one that's going to kill me is Julius Erving. That's the last guy that's going to go, But it didn't bother me for a little while. I was like, okay. And then I go, let me put on his first solo album. And holy fuck. I just started crying, man. I just started fucking bawling. Because I remember it was just a different time in my life. It wasn't a good time in my life. And I remember that it was all that was keeping me alive at that point. Was that stupid music and the camaraderie we had from listening to it,
Yeah.
And those 2 albums after he put those out, those fucking, going to the Palladium and watching them at the 8:30 show. They did 2 shows and just the whole concert vibe back then. I was thinking about that. I think at one time I went over there with Kurt to see AC/DC. And that's when he told me about the fence. That there was a fence behind the Palladium. And I'm now, you went back there and you picked it open and you went back and there'd be like 60 people back there. Fucking selling coke, eating Quaaludes and shit. And I went back there. That's where we did coke before AC/DC. He's like, no, we can do coke back here. I go, where? Right behind the Palladium. There was a little fucking, you just picked up the fence. You went in there and there was just fucking people everywhere drinking before concert. And it was very, yeah, it was a great fucking venue. I must have been like in 9th grade the first time I went there. No. Yeah, 9th grade. Judas Priest. 1979, first time I went there. And I saw some fucking fantastic high level. I went to see Left Zeppelin on their first album open up for Judas Priest there. And that motherfucker came out with a motorcycle.
On stage?
Fuck yeah, from the back.
That's
from
badass.
the back of the Palladium. And they fucking, you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Every time I went there, I had a good time. But it was just, he was such a part of that creepy childhood I had. He was such a part of because I love Black Sabbath. But then I went to see them, and I could tell when I left there that I wasn't going to see these guys again.
No?
Yeah, they were terrible that night. Van Halen opened up for them. It just wasn't, I don't know. Ozzy was great, Now I get when you guys go, you were great. Yeah, I liked Ozzy, but the sound was off. You could see the drummers snorting coke on the fucking drums. It was tremendous. I'm sitting there going, look at this motherfucker. In between songs, you put the drumsticks and poured fucking coke and snorted right off the drums. We're like, oh my God. And I'm like a freshman in high school. And I'm like, wow. And then they broke up. And that's what had you confused. There was no internet. There was no nothing. All you depended on was Cream Magazine. That's it. Nobody remembers Cream Magazine. And I still remember going on, playing hooky, doing acid and going on Kennedy Boulevard. And by Levy's across the street, they had a bookstore combination magazine place. And I went in there and I got the Cream and it had a whole article that Black Sabbath had moved on without Ozzy, and I'm like, wow, it's fucking over. And then people were like, what happened to Ozzy? And all of a sudden, John Lennon got shot on a Monday night. And that Sunday, I didn't go up to Central Park. I opted the other way. I went to Bleecker Bob's in the Village, and I was just looking through the albums. And all of a sudden, I saw an Ozzy Osbourne album from England. It was 4 songs with Rudy on the cover. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I took that, and I stopped at a head shop. No, in the Village. In the Village. There was a head shop, and I brought the cocaine things. It was a wallet with a stone, with a bottle, with a razor blade, with a spoon, with a little fucking thing that you did with the spoon on top. I was fucking 16.
Jesus.
And the money, and here's the funny thing. I had just gotten money from that bank. I had $20,000. I had just gotten that Tuesday from a scam bank that we did. $20,000.
At 16.
My mother had just died. I didn't even know what to do with the money. I put it in my sock drawer. And at night, I would just take like $50 out. I didn't even know 100. Tonight I'm going to go to Pizza Parlor. I'm going to be Johnny Goombats. I'll take 100 out. That lasted me like 3 months.
You spent $20,000 in 3 months?
Oh, like an animal. Snorting, buying clothes, eating dinners at that place on Tunley Avenue. It's like a stonemason. If on 50th and Tunley Avenue, there's a place that makes stone. They've been there since they made Jesus a stone. 2 doors down, Stancatos. Wasn't it that restaurant down there?
Stancatos like 90.
Okay. You know which it's still something. It's a restaurant today. It's something else. But when we were kids, that was like a big mafia hangout. Like they didn't go up on this side. They would go on that side. There was a couple of little Italian restaurants. And every time you went in there, you see 8 old guys with cigars and shit. Like, oh, I know what time it is. They wouldn't eat on these, on the Kennedy Boulevard ones. They on the Tunley Avenue ones. Pretty fucking interesting. What, cocksucker? What we saying?
I wish I could tell you.
You don't know. So it's just really funny that after I found the album, then the hype started coming up. And I remember I used to go buy the tickets where I paid for Ozzy Osbourne, like $12.50. I got them in Cliffside Park, right close to where Georgie's business is now. It was a place when George and I were kids. I'm talking about kids, 12. And it was there till about 10 years ago. It was called Things from England.
Be there before that.
What was that? Be There. No, when was Be There was there, and Be There was there like 78. And then Things from England came in, so it was a combination Ticketron with an album store. And it was albums that had been imports from England. So anybody who's got an AC/DC, the first album, they have an Australian. And that's what they would have. They would have UFO, but from England. They would have anything that came out here, but they would have it from England. Like they had, your uncle bought Judas Priest Killing Machine. Here it's called Hell Bent for Leather, or whatever that album is. But in England, it was Killing Machine. The cover was different. That album is in the basement. It's got to be worth millions. Because nobody has that album no more. It was brand fucking new.
And then you'd go there to buy concert tickets.
We would buy concert tickets there. I remember we bought the tickets for him there, and then we went to see him again somewhere, and then the kid died. When we were seniors in high school, like in fucking April, the kid went on a plane. Randy Rhoads, his guitar player, and he fucking died. And we were fucking heartbroken. And again, Ozzy's getting sidelined. But fuck no. There was a band called Night Ranger, and they had a guitarist played Brad Willis that was pretty fucking good. So he joined Ozzy for the Diary of a Madman album. That's when he had the castle on stage and people getting stabbed at concerts and shit. It was tremendous.
Like the first thing I heard about Ozzy was like the bat thing. Was that even, honestly, I don't even know. Was that real?
It was real, but by that time it was great publicity, you know.
Would he do it every concert?
No. He did it. He went to a meeting on executives and he bit the head off a bat and threw the bat at them, and then he got tetanus or some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then he took a shit on the Alamo or a piss on the Alamo. He was on fucking fire. But the one thing about him is that most people fake the funk. That motherfucker was real. Like, that dude died a few times. Like that dude did a lot of fun. His band was called the Blizzard of Oz. What the fuck does that tell you? And I made a shirt. I love that name. His uncle worked at Levy's. It was sporting good. And you could make custom shirts in there.
So you made your own shirt?
We used to make our own shirts for concerts. Listen, do me a favor. Throw up Killing Yourself to Live, Black Sabbath Live. I'm going to show you something. But I showed Lee once before. We got to go to a specific part. So before concerts, your uncle and some of his fucking lunatic friends would make shirts for concerts. They would make the shirts. They would lower that. They would make the shirts if they hated a concert. So if one of those guys had a girlfriend and she was going to see Adam Ant, these North Bergen idiots would make shirts that says Adam Ant sucks my dick and go to the concert and just to annoy Adam Ant.
Oh my God.
And they would make them at Levy's. But there's 4 idiots at this concert. And that was us. That was us at the Black Sabbath concert. Because I made a shirt called Suicide Solution. And I walked into your grandfather's house. He would look at the shirt and go. And it was 2 lines of Coke. And it says suicide. You got to be retarded. We were sophomore. We all made hats that, because the name of the band is Judas Priest. But you could also call it, what's the opposite for Judas Priest? There's another name for it. It's Judas Christ or something like that. So what did we do? We made those hats. Your uncle and fucking, they got in trouble for wearing those hats in school. Something about, because it was blasphemous or something. And one of the teachers was really religious or some shit. We used to make, anyway, getting back to that, these idiots made their own shirts. And I still remember going to a concert. That's why when people say to me, hey, we're going to a Jet game. Are you wearing your Giants shirt? Fuck no. I learned at a concert in 1980 what it is to walk home with a bunch of drunk junkies and you and 3 of your faggy friends have a shirt that you made at home. That's kind of cool, but not really. You look like a fucking idiot. But in your demented, acidic mind with the weed, you actually think it's fucking cool. And that's what we used to do at these concerts. This is all very fun. Listen, he had the religious stuff, but I never believed in the devil. You know, only one time when I did some THC crystal angel dust and I went home and put on Master Reality and The Exorcist was on. So I took the volume off The Exorcist and I left the volume on Master Reality. Dog, I thought I was going to kill myself. It was my 16th birthday. But there's 4 idiots at this show that made, there they are. There they are. That was us. That was us. Those 4 idiots with that shirt on. Look how crazy they go. When he stops and does the guitar chords, these 4 idiots turn into the biggest fags you'll ever see.
Did you do that move with the hands?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was me. That fag holding on to his face, that might be me. Look at his haircut. That might be me. I'm telling you. When I saw that, how do you know I know about this video? Because I'm telling you, I saw this. I can't see who's sitting next to him. If I see your uncle or a Villo, yeah, it's a black guy. He's just as confused. But look at him. Watch him. Watch him. Yeah, this is classic. But just to get back to Ozzy, just those. And I went to see him that last time. And Black Sabbath, Half Returns, yeah. Because they were always breaking up in the 70s. This has to be 76, 77. Yeah. They were always breaking up because of his drug problems and whatnot. So,
1975.
Yeah, 75 is when this album came out, Killing Your Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Or maybe 73. Who the fuck knows? But I loved all this shit. This is what kept me alive when I was a fucking kid those years. After my mother died, it just gave me like, they had a song called Tomorrow's Dream. That was it. Tomorrow's Dream was for me to wake up the next morning. And I would listen to it every night before I went to bed, coked up after I just finished crying that I missed my mother. So this was all very like part of my little retardation after my mother died. You know what I'm saying?
And like the thing that got me, because I didn't have any relationship with Ozzy really.
Neither did I. It's not like I knew the guy,
like,
and not like I hung
I know
out with
that.
him.
Well, he wasn't like I wasn't a huge fan of him. But like the thing that got to me was like the last song that he sang that at his concert was like "Mama, I'm Coming Home." I've been listening to that song like nonstop.
It's a great song
because it's a fucked up song.
Yeah, listen, you know this is what people don't know. When you look at Sharon Osbourne, you're like, Sharon Osbourne's this, that. Bitch, Sharon Osbourne shaped his career. What people don't know, the album Sabotage, I don't like, it's about them singing an album of how they got robbed. Their management robbed them. And that was Arden's father.
Damn.
So Sharon Osbourne's father was their ex-manager who robbed them. And he came from the same notorious hat as the Led Zeppelin manager, Peter Grant. They were mafia. They were gang members. They were like fucking, they believed in just robbing you. That's it. So when Sharon asked him, what are you going to do with Ozzy? He told her, you could have him. And he was living over Gus's liquor store on the other side of Hollywood Boulevard. You know what Gus's is? It's down by the Roxy and all that. It used to be there. It used to be. I'm sorry.
Not Chicken's place.
It's something different there.
Okay.
He was living over the Gus's, broke, drugged out, and she went to see him and picked him up and cleaned him up and put a band around them. They got Randy Rhoads, and that's what that bitch did. And then from there, she even had her own festival. They even had Ozfest, guys.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know
They were doing
that.
it on New Year's Eve in L.A. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy shit. What she did, I think the best thing they showed is his last dance with her. That made me cry. I saw it
I didn't see
online.
that.
After the concert, he grabbed her hand and they started dancing. And
That's nice.
And I'm like, this is what you always want at the end of your life, is to have that partner that you were both eating shit. And now they're worth, what are they worth? Half a billion.
Yeah, I was going to say
fucking
has to be like hundreds of millions at least.
Because
Because even and it's crazy. Not around his music, but then his reality show was huge. He was huge on the
everything
reality
he
show.
stepped on that she developed after that was fucking huge. And let me tell you something. His fucking reality show was one of the best of all time. Top 5.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
a funny motherfucker, that dude. He was very funny. That's why they liked him. That's why he lasted. He was naturally funny. He naturally had chops. And you read about him, how his parents grew up in a 2-bedroom house. His parents lived in the 1-bedroom, and he lived in the other bedroom with 6 kids. They didn't have a shower or a bathroom till he was 16 years old.
I read that,
You had to go to the bathroom outside. It's not where you fucking start, man. It's not ever where you start, and you're not going to stay there if you don't want to. That guy was dead in 1980. Dead. Without Black Sabbath, nobody wanted him. He was a fucking known coke, everything that came with all that life, he did. And this chick took a fucking gamble with him. Then had kids. I don't know where she got to come for him to have kids. Because that dude and he's been shaking for 20 years. He's been shaking for 20 fucking years. So, it's so funny. This is what I'm writing my book about fucking how I got fucked up. Because people got it wrong. Can you believe that I got inspired from a guy, especially 2 weeks ago when I saw him dance with his wife at that age, their last dance. And you think about that guy, the drugs he did, the stupidity he did, the trouble he got into, all that shit, which he really never got in trouble. But all the articles and all the bats and all that shit. And that dude had a tremendous home life. The kids all came out normal. In fact, he's got a kid that don't want nothing to do with the fame. You have another daughter that you don't even know she's alive. She didn't want to be a part of it at all. So it's a very interesting story, and it's very interesting. Look, right there. It was his last dance with her,
really
man.
great.
That's 40 fucking years of marriage.
That's how long.
Do you have any fucking idea what that must feel like? You're like, I can't believe this bitch. She's got bad breath. But she's the one that took you to the dance.
Right.
Because without her, she had nothing. He had nothing, this poor bastard.
Dude, I know it's sad that he's gone, but if you had to script the end of your life, he had a pretty decent one, it seems like. To have that concert and go 2 weeks later.
Bro, this guy had a great fucking life. And to think it all started from singing a stupid song or showing up to fucking do something you never thought you were even good at. You think about that. You show up and you don't even think you're going to be good at it. And you just keep showing up, and then you meet a girl and she has good drugs and she plays the drums, and you keep singing, and all of a sudden you're in another band, and that band puts out 9 albums. Who has 9 albums that you know today, guys? Anybody? Drake? Who got 9 fucking albums that they put heart and sweat into, and each album is fucking great.
Right, that's a difference, I think.
They got 8 studio albums. They got 1 greatest hits album.
How many albums are good, do you think?
I love all 9 of their fucking albums. Every one of their albums, something different about each album, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then he put out 2, 3 solo, Bark at the Moon. You know, he put out a bunch of, you think that these legends are going. I'll tell you who we overlook. We overlook this bitch every fucking day. And I want all you motherfuckers to, I don't know what you got, whether it's Spotify or Apple, put on Apple playlist and put on fucking Madonna and get back to me. When you listen to her fucking playlist, that's another motherfucker you got to go. Ozzy was a bad motherfucker, but Madonna opened up the door for 2,000 bitches. Listen to her albums. They all sound like her. The other day, me and Mercy listened to the first one with, that's a fucking badass album. Yeah, Holiday and Physical Attraction and Burning Up. But the other one is really good. Like A Virgin is fucking tremendous.
Right.
It's tremendous. She has like 3 or 4 songs. Then the other one, True Blue. But look at her fucking... She has an album in 93 that's fucking brilliant. She's got the one when she came out with the quarters on the titties. The one when the black guy lights the balloons deeper and deeper. These people are fucking living. Yeah, Madonna looks all fucked up now, Joey. That doesn't matter. Look at her. Look at her work. Look at her fucking work over the years. And everybody was trying to be her. Everybody stole from Madonna. I don't give a fuck what anybody told you. These guys we're about to lose them. Aerosmith is no joke. These guys have been around. This ain't a fucking, listen, I love, what's her name? To face, to love, gonna, Ellie, what's her name? Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish until I put on one of her concerts.
What's wrong?
It's a guy with a DJ booth and her lip syncing or whatever. And these kids are paying thousands of dollars, and it's just going to a club. It's us going to the Palladium in the 80s, and somebody comes in, like some fat chick from Brooklyn comes in, and they stop, you're all coked up, and all of a sudden, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat coming to you from Brooklyn, Monet. And all of a sudden, you got it's one of those songs, sounds like everything else, and she goes up there and lip syncs. And you're there. Thank God they had no cameras in those days with those idiots taping things and shit. But it's the same thing. It's just a chip fucking lip syncing. It's no big deal. And then she gets off the stage, and you're back to snorting coke and fucking dancing up and down. But Madonna,
It was different.
all these people, Aerosmith, these guys are going to go pretty soon, and we're going to be done. That's it. And I'm not talking about, these guys are not like these wannabe that these Americans, these white people put up to be heroes. Nobody put Ozzy Osbourne up to be no fucking hero. They were thinking of other fucking people. And look at the damage this guy did. And he didn't give a fuck. So, R.I.P. Ozzy, and I'm happy I got to listen to it. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and give you the Joey Diaz, who gives a fuck? He's dead, and now we're going to... Then the other guy died. What's his name?
Hulk
Hogan. They're gonna keep. Jamal Warner died last week. But then there's people still walking around that you look at them and go, Jesus fucking Christ, when are you gonna fucking get hit by a truck, you cocksucker? What do you got this week?
This week I'm in New York locally. I don't have anything booked.
All right, so Wednesday we're at the Dojo for the best of. Wednesday night, cheap tickets, and Thursday night we're at the Dojo for Bucket and a Story. They're going to pass the bucket out. You're going to put a topic in there. The comics have to go on stage and do 8 minutes on the shit they pull out of the bucket. It's the first time they're going to do it, and then we're going to keep doing it like every other Wednesday. It's a great show. You see people create material. You come back and watch them, and you see from what a note in the bucket now became 10 minutes 2 weeks later.
That's crazy.
Because 800, when you have, listen, it's tough to write when at a coffee shop and you put your pen in your mouth and your girlfriend's like, what do you want for dinner? You're not going to write nothing. You're not going to write nothing. The best writing you're going to do is when there's 50 people in the audience and 100 eyeballs are looking at you like your cat when they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? You ever see how your cat won't take the eye off you?
Oh, I know.
They won't take. Did you get the nip?
I did. I got toys too and a laser pointer.
Did she like you?
She's not hitting me.
There you go, bro. There you go, Luke.
See?
I just bribe her with treats.
You got to outthink them.
I'll think of them. I'm just like, should I jump up what you want? Dude, cats, dogs, you always know are there. This cat fucking moves. You don't fucking hear that thing. And then it just, it'll just appear on the bed.
Tell me the truth.
What?
The truth is family. You miss mama, so you were banging one out one day in the bed, and the cat jumped on the bed next to you. Because they'll watch you jerk off and go,
dude,
look at this pig motherfucker.
It's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Because listen, I tried to get it to not to come in the room. I built a whole fucking wall.
They love to watch you jerk off. When you bang one out, they'll show up. I just don't want her to be on the
bed. She doesn't like me. Why isn't she on the couch? I set up a little room for her on the couch with blankets and shit. She doesn't want to be on the couch. And she'll just sit there. And she just glares at me the whole time.
They know what's going on. And they look at you and go,
no, she glares at me when I'm not jerking off, but yeah, I jerked off a lot.
Did she catch you, the cat?
Yeah, and it wasn't catching, but she was just like noticing.
She's in the room. What are you going to do?
No idea.
You either go or you stay. You know what I'm saying, Buttercup? I'm going to bang one out whether you're in here or not. You know what I'm saying? So you could go on your terms or you could sit here and look at me fucking make eyeballs.
But it was like I did that, like it made me nervous the first couple times. So like I was like, if I don't want to, if she whacks my dick, I'm gonna freak out.
We gotta whack it with a controlled element. Don't take your balls out and sit there and start fucking and then she starts scratching your balls with a left hook. That's a lot of explaining you gotta do. You gotta go to the doctor because every time a cat scratches your balls, you know that one hook's gonna get caught in there, and not you can't take it out. That's too painful. Because they're like it's like a cat's dick. You know, you ever hear cat fucking? When a cat fucks you, his dick opens up. So when he pulls out, he shreds the woman's pussy, the cat's pussy. That's why female cats are like, because it's like razor blades ripping their insides.
Oh, my God.
That's the same thing that happened with their claw. The end of the claw has another tip. A lot of people don't know that. So if they get you in the nutsack, you got to go to the hospital. They got to look at the doctor and tell them you got hit in the nutsack. And they're going to look at you a little different. They're going to make a call, too. Somebody's going to come in and talk to you because not for nothing. We want to know why the cat swatted you in the nutsack. Can we go to your house and smell the cat? You know.
Oh, my God.
All right, cocksuckers. I love you with all my heart. Lee, nothing this week. Just open mic and fucking bucket.
This week, I have a bunch of shows coming up, but we only talk about the week next.
Okay. All right, my friend. I'm Uncle Joey. I got nothing. I'll be at the dojo next week. And again, happy birthday to my beautiful nephew, Nick Ascalise. He's having a party tomorrow night. I got an 8 o'clock bocce game, so I'll never make it. I can't make it up and down by both fucking situations. So maybe if you want to do lunch in Jersey City, I'll come up. We'll hang with the sheriff, shoot some dice. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Have a great week, motherfuckers. Stay black. What's happening, beautiful people? Our guest this week is the beautiful and talented, my little niece, Miss Rachel Wolfson. What's happening?
Hello. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good to see you. This is my second time.
Yeah.
Well, the first time was back when it was the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been years. What year is that?
That was right before the pandemic, 2019.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been right after the movie.
No.
It was before.
It was before the movie?
Before.
Wow.
Because the movie happened when Joe moved to Austin, because I remember going on JRE and going,
yeah,
you motherfuckers better pay attention. Better pay attention. Our girl got the fucking jackass. I'm like, ooh. And I'm like, Rachel.
Thank you, Uncle Joey.
Yeah, so it was once they got down there. So we were talking about earlier. I know you, Kim, Sarah, Kyra Sultanovich. Like, I remember.
Oh, wow.
Kyra Sultanovich was there in 97, and I remember her being like the assistant to Adam Barnhart.
Oh, okay.
Who's that? Adam Barnhart was a crazy gay guy who had a comedy show upstairs on Sunday nights.
Okay.
An open mic. He was very good, an excellent guy. And he was like a comics guy. He was just helping out people up there. But I remember all you girls, the first time I saw you doing comedy, I'm like, man, look at these girls. They're young, and look at you now.
Yeah.
Now you're young women, beautiful, all grown up and doing the town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How's Austin treating you?
It's so fun. Yeah, I really am starting to enjoy Austin. It took a couple years because I came from LA, so I didn't know what to expect. I've never lived in Texas, but I'm enjoying the stage time and the friends that I've.
How many sets you do a week?
Oh gosh, I mean, I can get up to 5 sets in a night between mics and shows, so it could be anywhere between. It could be like I could get up 20 times in a week, between 10 to 20. Yeah.
Like it's interesting because you said you've been there a couple years, and I've been talking to people out here. How long did it take you to like establish yourself in Austin to start getting like consistent spots?
Well, I'm different because I didn't start stand up in Austin.
Right.
I started in LA, so by the time I moved to Austin, I had a couple years under my belt and I had the credits.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Austin doesn't really care about your credits, which I like because Austin is really all about stand up. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your credits. And I
like that.
Like that because I was never, I just started stand up to do stand up. Like Jackass happened by, it just happened. I didn't.
Nice to have a credit though.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it still takes a second. It took me 2 years to really start to like get in my groove there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from like. Actually, you did his show last night. Aaron Berg.
No, I'm doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the last night. Sorry.
He's been really great to me, and we talk a lot when he does shows at the dojo. And he was saying like it took him about 2 years in New York to finally feel like he was hitting his groove. Because like moving to a city, I know like Austin was cool for you, I bet, because you had like a lot of friends who moved there. But even still, like it's like being new in a new city, you kind of have to like reestablish yourself.
You still have to start over.
Yeah.
You still have to start over. And I really like that challenge as a comedian because I think it's good to move to different places. You can't just stay in the same place and perform in front of the same people. You'll never grow. So
It's crazy. But like in Austin, it's a lot touristy.
Yeah.
So like even Joe's place is it's new.
Which I like.
I like too.
You're always getting different audiences. Yeah,
so.
you perform for locals, but a lot of the time it's very transient, which is what I like because LA is like that, New York's like that, the bigger cities.
Well, if you're in New York, by the time you do every room, you'll be 90. There's so much comedy in just the New York area, northern New Jersey, Yonkers, Brooklyn, So it's okay like there if I could just imagine sitting in New York for 2 years and just working on your stand-up. You'd be fucking.
Well, yes.
And that's if you went anywhere and did it.
Right. I mean, I think also, whether it's moving to another city, but at least going to other parts of the country and
starting over again. It's good for you.
Or even just travel, just getting on the road, being a road comic, whatever, as long as you are performing in front of different people, it's good.
Like I remember moving to Seattle sight unseen. Like people don't do that.
That's
people
wild.
Go up and check it out.
I can't picture you in Seattle.
Went to Detroit to do comedy. Met a stripper.
Oh, it's always a stripper.
I went back to Boulder. She said she's going to pick me up on the move back to Seattle.
She's really into me. She wants me to move to Seattle.
No, she came and picked me up. This one came and got me in Boulder. Went up to Seattle, stayed with me for 2 weeks, went to Seattle, find an apartment. The only thing I knew about Seattle was the Supersonics when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I was like, I'm in. It rains. At that time, it was Nirvana. Nirvana had just gotten shot, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam. So I'm going to go up there and have a good fucking time. But I went up there sight unseen. It's not like people, I'm going to go check it out and then put away money for a year. Fuck you. You're never going to go if you think like that.
Yeah.
You're never going to go anywhere.
Well, it's kind of cool as a comic, I bet. Because you could honestly, at least in this country, and probably Canada and other places, like as a comic, you could get to any city, major city, halfway major city, and find other comics and find shows.
Oh, yeah.
In a
piece of cake.
Yeah, easy. That's great.
Piece of cake.
Well, I remember last time we were podcasting years ago, you were telling us what it was like. You would have to like fax your headshots and your veils. Like no comics today. They're,
know how to send a fax.
They're,
No.
Like, can you imagine any of the open micers, comics today trying to figure out a fax machine?
Well, I was going to ask you about that because like Austin, before I got here, I lived in Massachusetts and like there 4 or 5 of my friends went to Austin and like came back within like what is like as like what do you think or what do you see with these open micers who are like Like they're like pilgrimaging to Austin.
It's autism.
Is it? That's all it is.
What do I see? Autism, 100%. Well, I think it's a lot of things. I think that Austin is a newer scene, which is more opportunity, new opportunity. I think Austin really values freedom of speech, and there you don't have to worry per se about what you say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anything you say at any point can have consequences, but I think in Austin they're more about letting it speak as an art form, and there's more room for that, I think. Basically what I'm saying is people who have been rejected from other scenes move down to Austin in hopes that they can.
The rejects are moving there? Oh, no.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Have you not? Wake up, Lee.
For every
Dude,
mediocre
I
comic.
haven't done the open mics in Austin. For those of you listening, I lived in open mics the last few years. If you get rejected out of open mics, that's...
Move to Austin.
Oh,
we'll
my
take
God.
you.
Oh my! I can't even. That's why Rogan has all those security guys.
But that's the other thing though
crazy.
too, is like Austin is becoming this place, like people romanticize Austin. Comedians romanticize Austin. When you get there, it's a very different story. I've never really seen anyone have like an easy time moving to a new city, let alone Austin, just because it's like everyone's like talking about how great and the stage time is. You still have to start over and prove to other people that you're funny and that you're worth getting booked. And it's like,
Can I ask you a question, Rachel?
Yeah.
Don't mind interrupting anybody here.
no, interrupt me.
Let's get down to fucking basics. Do you really think that most of the comics that move to Austin think like you? Not at all. You're a special one. You and a couple other people that I personally know. I think 60% of the comics that move down there, this is what they fantasize.
Well, I know what you're
They
about to say.
fantasize stumbling into the fucking, because I know I had fantasies when I was an open micer, and they're dumb fantasies, but you think they're really going to happen because they happen to Roseanne. You know,
Yeah.
nobody goes on stage, gets off stage, and they offer you the Tonight Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a once in a lifetime, but the odds are always with you. But everybody who moves to Austin to stumble into the comedy mothership, to Rogan to like them, put them on the podcast, and they blow up and they can save their mother from dying from cancer.
Well, it's that, but also I think, with Kill Tony and
That's
all
it
the
right now.
opportunities.
Right, and Kill Tony's
that,
the other half.
The Tonight Show, and now we have Kill Tony, whether
Tony.
people like it or
Right,
not.
yeah.
It's getting more views than all the late night shows, everything. So it's like,
Well, that's-
I get that. But
that's-
that's not why I moved there.
No, but you
Right.
understand.
You
what I'm
know?
talking- There's people
Yeah.
who look at there's people like us, they go, I'm going to go down there and learn the craft and get on stage every now and then. I'm okay if I'm a feature act for now.
Right. Well, that's what I wanted. I was like, I'm not getting enough stage time in LA. We just came out of the pandemic. The strikes are happening. And it's like, I started to do stand up. Jackass came 3 years after, but after the movie was done and the pandemic was over, it's like, I need to learn comedy. I'm being thrown into headlining. I need to, get good at this and put the time in and just, and also like my path isn't similar to other people. Like I knew it was going to be rough. I was thrown to the wolves and had to figure out how to headline, so.
It's really rough that I know for a fact that because we all have weird fantasies. And guess what? They come true. They come true when you put the work in, but not the way you think they're going to come.
Right.
Like not the way you think they're going to come through. You think you're going to get a major motion picture and star with Brad Pitt, but you'll probably just get accepted at the Laugh Factory. Just for Jamie to see you when you move to LA.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing.
Oh my
That's a
God, that'd be
miracle.
great.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking miracle. How many people move to LA and showcase at the Laugh Factory and try to get in there? So you have to look at your miracles by that. Like for
Even
me,
just
it was
getting a
Mitzi
showcase.
Shore. For me, it was Mitzi Shore.
Yeah.
A month after I moved to LA, I'm a regular.
Yeah.
That was my Tonight Show.
hmm
Now I had to do something with it. And
Yeah.
that's what I don't think a lot of comics today are seeing that. In fact, a lot of people in regular lives don't see that. People don't want to put the work in anymore. And everybody, 60% of the audience now wants to be a celebrity. Every time you go to a restaurant, there's a wall with all the sponsors. You could take pictures there. And people look at that shit.
Yeah.
They barely made the $50 tab, but they're going to go over there and take a picture like this and flex their little skinny gold chain or whatever. And that's the other half. I think you could tell there's a lot of people who just want to be stars.
Yeah.
They don't even know what it takes. They don't know the path. I just want to be, what do you call those? Influencers.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make $1 million a month.
Yeah.
I want to go to Burning Man.
But like the crazy thing with Kill Tony, and it's probably one of the top 2 or 3 biggest podcasts in the world right now.
Yeah.
Is like Rogan to me is the Tonight
Number
Show
1.
because you still have to get booked on it. Like it's a little because I'm with all these level of comedians. They look at Rogan like it's like one day it'd be great. Kill Tony is you can wait in line. I mean it's a luck, but it's just to get on. But you can get on. You could move to Austin, go to and sign up every Monday, and eventually, in theory, you'll get on.
Yeah,
And-
but if that's what you want, but you better be prepared because that might be your one and only opportunity.
Dude, I had,
you know what I mean?
and I don't remember his name, and it doesn't matter. But when I was living in LA, this open micer got on, but way before Kill Tony. It was big, but it was episode 500. He bombed so hard that like they started to boo him, and like even Rogan was like, "Oh God, they hate you." And this is how crazy he was. He put that clip up on his website.
As if it's like a credit.
Like he
Yeah.
did. So he bombed. So he knocked the table over and like refused to pay for their drinks. Like they
Legend.
were booing him before he said one word. And it was like,
I love that shit. I love the confidence of, I want an ounce of that, you know, confidence
oh,
where my shit don't stink no matter how much I
open mic.
bombed.
I'll never forget this comic got banned from the open mic at Flappers because at Flappers they had a
Flappers.
ticket. You had to buy like, you know, when you go to the fair and you buy a ticket and you would write your name down on it. He just went to Costco and bought a thing of the tickets.
Legend.
But wrote his name down like 50 times.
Yeah.
And then they figured, they're like, well, hold on, we don't remember selling you these many fucking tickets. So yeah, it's fucking, I can't imagine what Austin open mics are like.
Dude, they're fun. I actually run an open mic there. I run an open mic once a week called Off the Cuff. It's at Creek, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And, you know, one thing that I've noticed with a lot of new comics and comics who are just beginning is, you know, they're wondering how they can get booked more. And so I asked, like, well, what are you doing to give back to comedy? Because we all take so much. And so for me, it's not even about running a show. I was like, I want to start a mic. I want something for like new comics to come and have a place to start, because it's a riff mic. You pull topics from the bucket and you riff. It's like the poor man's bottom of the barrel. It's the bottom of the barrel, but it's
We
at
do it
Creek.
in Jersey too.
Yeah, no, I love it. And I've seen, you know, people who've never done stand up. They come to my mic and they pull a topic and it's all about, you know, what are your thoughts on this topic? The funny will come, hopefully.
It's a great way to start like your first mic ever, for sure.
Yeah, because it's intimidating to go up there and you don't know what to talk about.
Mhm.
So why not, you know,
Good idea.
learn the practice of riffing. And so, yeah, that's,
I remember when I first wanted to actually, like, we all have a fantasy and then you have a dream. And you have to separate those motherfuckers. But I think it took me 3 years to go, okay, I'm going to work on this.
yeah.
There's something here. I could build on this, you know? And I took it for what it was. I hid for years. You hide because you don't want to move up. You're enjoying yourself doing this shit, you know, going to bars. I didn't want that pressure. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle comedy clubs. I would do guest sets at comedy clubs in Denver, but I wouldn't ask to get booked. They would ask me and I go, nah. And I liked what I did until I felt comfortable. And I went to Seattle, and that's why I took my first feature spot at the Comedy Underground, which is, you know who I featured for?
Who?
Laurie Kilmartin.
Oh, wow. Wow,
1990,
you featured for her?
1995 at the Seattle Comedy Underground. But it always, for me, was I knew I was going to hide.
She's a great comic. by
Yeah,
the
she's
way.
a great
I'm
comic.
a fan.
She's a writer. She's a
Yeah,
big-time
no, I'm
writer
a
for
fan.
Conan and
I'm a
stuff like
fan.
that. But it's just weird that I could tell like in LA, I bumped into 20 guys. I bumped into one guy, Rachel, I want to beat the fuck out of.
Name names.
No. Met him in an acting class. Said he was we got to talking. Nice kid. And he goes, you do stand up? Yeah. I'm going to come see you. And he came that night to the store. And when I got off stage, he's like, I think I could do that. I could do that and better than you. And I'm looking at this guy. So he went down to Hens Mitchell's clubs.
Okay.
Remember that one? Down on the only black club on Beverly. The guy was a man.
Oh, I know what you're talking. It was
Are you
on
talking
Pico, no?
Yes.
It was on Pico.
Are you talking
Pico.
about Sal's?
Yeah,
No.
Yes.
No. It was
That's the first time I met Chelsea
it was on
Handler down
Pico.
there.
Yeah. I forget what I'm blanking, but yeah, I remember
It was
that
on
club.
Pico,
Yeah.
And it was like, what were we talking about?
Some guy said he could do comedy better than
Yeah,
you.
he could do comedy better than me. So he said something. He goes, I'm going to go down there. And he went down there. And I saw him in acting class the following week. This guy had done 3 open mics, and he was there one night. And he got a Montreal festival audition.
God damn it.
Right? And he came to me. He goes, did you see this? I got this. And I remember looking at it, and I wasn't angry or anything. I'm like, because I knew. He'd only been on stage 3 times. It's not going to work out.
Cut to he's doing arenas now? Or
What?
no? Did he do stand-up? Did it go well or no?
No, because you're always funny at the office. You're always funny at that restaurant. Anybody can go up there and be funny for 5 minutes, 2, 1 time. Now when the lights are on, there's people there with notepads and you're not prepared for that. Trust me. You don't think, I still remember auditioning, I told you, for Charlie Hill, the Indian, at the University of Colorado. I thought I was going in front of an audience. It was 3 motherfuckers with a notepad. And they were all American Indians with feathers and shit. And,
It's crazy because bombing in front of 3 people hurts just as much as
bombing
in a
Almost
full-
more, 'cause
almost worse.
at
or
least-
not knowing what you're doing.
Right.
I was doing comedy maybe 2.5 years and a very part-time maybe-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't even have the Judy Carter workbook yet. I was just still fucking, and then I still remember going in there and there was 3 people. And I still remember going to an NBC comedy tournament. When networks used to have tournaments at the Comedy Works, and I signed up, I was number 18. I'd never been on stage.
Jesus.
I'm going to go down there and fuck these motherfuckers up. I could do this. I remember going down there and just eating because, bro, it didn't work out for me. I thought I could do what I did in the corner by Hashways. Didn't work out. The first joke went well. They clapped. And after that, it was...
Especially because at the Comedy Works, was everyone else doing well?
No, guys. It was 11 in the morning.
No, it wasn't.
And you went up in front of 3 people. And that's what I'm saying.
11 in the
No,
morning?
you're not prepared for that.
They still have coffee cups on.
A year of comedy will not prepare you to walk into it, for them to say, hey, we really enjoyed your set. Show up tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, do a spot for fucking 3 judges from NBC that you don't know what they are. They could be bakers. I thought they were fucking comedy geniuses. Then later on, the guy owns a real estate shop.
Oh, no.
This guy rents roller skates for a living. But in your mind, you don't fucking know. You've been doing comedy for 2 hours.
Right.
And you went down there. There's no way you're going to handle 3 people with a notepad just staring at you. And comics in the room.
Yeah.
And they got NBC jackets on and Catch a Rising Star t-shirts. And you with a Pittsburgh Pirates shirt on. You follow what I'm saying to you? It's a different world. And that's what bothers me about people, that they think that they could do what we do.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like when people say, Will Arnett, the comedian. He is a comedic actor.
Right.
There's a director in the room that says, cut, hold on, let's do that again. We don't do that. We go up there, there's no rewrite, there's no fucking director saying, no, don't say that. There's no fucking, hold on, that joke didn't work. Let's do it again. There's none of that shit. That's where we come in. That's why I respect what the fuck I do. And what the fuck they do, they have somebody write them the fucking jokes. And then they do it, and it's 1 or 2 takes, and everybody in the fucking staff, ha, 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 ha. He's so fucking funny. Yeah, okay. Do what the fuck we do, motherfucker. From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., that's what, the other way around.
Yeah.
8 p.m. to 2 a.m., I'm fucking throwing heat, okay? You can't do that.
The rest of the day, I'm smoking weed on the
Yeah,
couch.
me too. So you got to remember when people watch this shit and when I see shit like that online, you know it burns my fucking bro. Nothing gets me hot online. But when I see people giving props to a comedic actor and calling them a comedian, not on my fucking watch, motherfucker. Not on my watch, because I'll go up one head to head with you. they won't even show up to do what we do.
No.
Do you follow me? Because if you came to me and said, hey, they want you on an NBC show tomorrow to do what they do, I'll go down there and rock with them. But guess what? They're not going to do what we do on a drop of a dime. So stop it.
Right.
Again, Saturday Night Live, great cast, a different type of energy. They cannot do what we do.
Unless the
Unless they're
stand-ups
stand-up
on there do
comedians,
well.
yeah.
We stand alone.
Yeah.
They go out, they go up there, and again, it's a group.
An ensemble.
It's
Right.
two
It's a
people.
group project. It's a group project.
Okay? No. We go solo. That's why that buddy, everybody keeps doing this shit on stage with two people. I don't go on stage with nobody. I don't ever want to go on stage with nobody.
Right.
Get the fuck off the stage. There's
Right.
a brick wall, a microphone, smoke, and me, or Rachel, or another woman, or another man. There's never two of us. We are not Carol Burnett and Dick Van fucking Dyke, or whatever the fuck the couples are.
Right. And it's crazy, but you do have to work with them. Like you were talking
No, you have to work with nobody.
You do, though. Because listen, you were talking about like experience. Like this weekend, I did the 11 o'clock show. And the comic before me did a joke that I liked, but that was like controversial. And like there were like 12 people in the room. This one woman didn't like it. And she was literally almost at the door with 6 of her friends. Half the room was going to be gone.
Okay.
The host luckily got them to sit down.
Okay.
But 3-4 years ago, last year, I don't know if I would have been able to handle it.
You were scared?
But no, I wasn't scared, but I wouldn't have known how to handle it. Like one of his favorite stories is when I got brought up at the La Jolla store as Lee Swat, and I bombed super hard. This week, I was at a bar on the 3rd floor with like 15 people. The host brought me up as Syed. Just
damn. Your whole set
Syed, just Syed, like I was Prince, and I had fun. Like it just talking about like growing and dealing with there's stuff that a year ago, 2 years, I wouldn't have been able to handle, and now it's like you can see like okay, it's not as scary. Like back then, like I was gonna ask you when you started headlining at 3 years, how much time did you really have?
10 minutes, 5 minutes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I had no choice.
No. And then what did it feel like being on like that first time before you went up to do like, what did they want you to do? 30? 45?
At least.
At least 30?
I had
Yeah.
to figure it out.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I was doing in friend shows. So I'd have my friends on.
Right.
Help fill the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But even still I remember it was super hard for me to go from 15 to 20.
Yeah.
To get to 20 minutes took me like a year to like really feel comfortable. 20 minutes is a long fucking time.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that long.
I like talking to the crowd, so that helps me stretch out my jokes more because I like doing a little bit of crowd work with the intention of bringing it to a joke, you know?
That definitely.
Hopefully.
The explanation of a joke is always great. Why? I used to like to tell a joke. People look at you weird and then break it down. This is why. Now let me break it down on my terms. And then they kind of take the ride with you because it happens in life. But let me tell you when it happened to me. Something similar to that, you know. But stand-up is listen, here's a beautiful thing about stand-up. I've been doing it for 34 years. And every once in a while, I go, God damn, I never knew that before. You know? It's a continuing journey. When you go to plumbing school, when you become a plumber, it's 4 years to become a journeyman. 2 years, you're an apprentice. 4 years, journeyman. After 6 years, you're like a master plumber, a master electrician. I don't know what it is, maybe 6 or 7 years. And that's it. With an art, which this is an art, whatever you might think. When I get up on stage and yell and talk about pussy and assholes, and it's an art. It's an art. It's an art in itself because how many people would I put up there and have a nervous breakdown? There's people that'd rather die. Like there's people that if you take them and go, I'm going to put you on stage and give you $500,000, they'll go, I'd rather get shot in the fucking head. That's why there's Toastmasters, all those clubs, so people could practice public speaking. Did you know that? A lot of people don't know that. Public speaking, if they do a survey every year and it's number 1 or 2 on the list, what's your biggest fear?
Yeah.
Public speaking.
But I was like that when we met. I didn't want to be on the podcast. I didn't want to talk in front of anybody. 15 years
And
ago.
people think I'm not really a fucking god. I'm like one of those dudes that shows up at your town. You bring your little fucked up kid to me, and I put my hand on his head. When Lee came to me, he was all fucked up. I put my hand on his head. The first night I had him with a hooker, with a black eye at the Ha Ha Cafe, and he took her across.
Is this true?
Yeah, I introduced, but he
So it
didn't know
wasn't
she
the
was a
first-
hooker.
oh.
He didn't know she was a hooker.
No, well, thanks for telling me. Dude.
I didn't know she was a hooker either,
I thought
fucking
you
Lee.
did. All right. So it was like we met, and like the first 5 or 6 times, I would just go hang out with him. He would close out the old Ha Ha Cafe with like 4 people, and it was awesome. I was having like the time of my life, and we would sit at these like patio furniture chairs outside.
Remember?
And he would smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes and eat Mike and Ike's. And one night, this woman just kind of like sat down. Like this is on Lancashire Boulevard, which is like sort of like Main Street of North Hollywood. Like people would just walk up and down. And this woman just sat down, and she had a bandage around her head. And I was, dude, I was 23. I was 23, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And
She's like a present wrapped in a bow.
no, it wasn't a bow. It was white and dirty. And this fucking asshole, this woman gets me talking, and I didn't know yet that you always had to have one eye on where Joey was. She's talking to me, but I don't remember what. And I look back, Joey gone. He just gone.
I don't get between love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
welcome, Lee.
I
Meanwhile,
don't get in the middle of love here.
oh,
welcome.
meanwhile, this crazy lady, she was telling me,
You're looking for a girl with a good head on her shoulders.
it was barely on there.
She's got a head.
Oh my
on her
God.
But how I really lured him in, I didn't lure him with the chick, because at the Ha Ha, a lot of people don't know this, but let's tell the truth, Lee, on Friday and Saturday night, the hot dog man at the corner, that motherfucker made you your favorite hot dogs.
That
with
wasn't that
pineapple
early
on.
on, but that hot dog.
Nah,
was
don't be lying. You
all
my
right,
buddy.
maybe a couple hot dogs. But yes,
They used to have pineapple
until it gave
on
you
your
food
hot
poisoning.
dog. What else? Yeah, I got food poisoning.
No, that was,
I did
That
one
was,
day.
Yeah,
that
but
was
it's so
that-
good.
That was a sad day when I called him, because everyone. So we're going between story, but this dude had a cart, a van, and these bacon wrapped hot dogs. Which, if you haven't had a Mexican bacon wrapped hot dog, you really need to get one. They put mayo, which doesn't sound right, but they put onions and peppers. And he would call me and just pick me up, and we'd go to this dude. And he probably was by the Ha Ha.
Yeah, he was
Like-
across the street against the fence. And they had like a happy
That's all
hour
the best
sign.
restaurants
And he
are.
would put a table out with all the fucking salsas and the cheese. And that's how you knew you were going to get something, because people just putting their hands on there
Oh, yeah.
on the way out of a bar. He got there at 12.
And then one night I was like, dude, let's go get hot dogs. He's like, no, bro, we can't go there anymore. I went last week and I fucking puked my brains out.
No, that was not. I remember I did that show at the Improv, and then we all went there to celebrate. And the next day I was puking blood and shitting animals out of my ass. And fucking Mexican bacon with cartel shit on it.
Dude, that happened a few times. Rachel, do you know the thing with Joey is that they like don't text him? Have you
What do
heard
you
that
mean?
rule about him?
No?
Okay, that used to be a rule. And unless the only
What would
text,
happen when you texted him?
he would get real upset. You get real angry. We don't text. We're from New Jersey, and I'm not from. But
Texting's fucking gay, bro.
yeah, it was, except during this time, the only text I would ever get from him were just 6 a.m, pictures of the most horrific shits. You'd get those too, George? And then he'd just call me up like, what do you think of that? Meanwhile, my Paul is sleeping in bed next to me. I'm fucking still high from the podcast last night. Oh my God.
Titanic. It was
It
For
was
me
like,
to send you a picture of a shit, it's got to be a real shit, okay? It's not going to be like today, a little carrot came out of my ass. I ain't sending you that picture. I'll send you like a fucking Chinese toothpick. One of those big motherfuckers that are skinny.
yeah, but why did I feel like I was the only one getting those text messages? No,
I
at
sent them
least
to-
George got
I-
them. Thank God.
I send them to people who I love. No more. I stop because God's a motherfucker. When somebody
police
sends you
came
one
to
of
your
those
door?
pictures, oh, I got one back from somebody. And I was eating like a taco. I had to throw the taco away and puke it up and shit. So I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I sent them to Tom Segura and Bert. Those guys always deserve it. Duncan.
I bet Tom likes. Doesn't Tom like though? Like,
Yeah, Tom likes those things. Disgusting.
oh my God.
They'll call the doctor on you. I did that to Rogan once. I took a poop in the bathroom in Irvine and I put a bunch of ketchup on it. And I walked out and I waited for him to go in. He's like, Jesus Christ, who needs to go to the doctor? We were tortured. We took the ketchup and put on the toilet paper and everything.
But hold on.
Oh.
I've heard this story, but like I always wanted to like, what made you look at this shit and be like, I gotta fucking
Because I
dope
was
this
in
up and
shock.
show it to
I was in
somebody?
I smelled it first and I'm like, I gotta look at this just to make sure there's not an animal in there before me. And it was sticking out of the water. There was so much. That's why I put the ketchup like an island. It was like, so I put the ketchup on
island.
and I put the ketchup on the toilet paper and put it around it. And then we waited. I go, nobody's allowed in the bathroom till Joe gets off stage. And he went right into the bathroom. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. We're fucking dying. Why?
Rachel,
Because there's ketchup in the green room. So you bring it in the bathroom.
oh,
You know how the Irvines are in Ontario's?
Oh yeah,
They have
You
that
used
bathroom in the
ketchup
green
before.
room.
they're intimate.
They're very intimate
Oh.
and stuff.
do female comics do this stuff?
100%.
Really? Oh,
I
shit.
wish I was joking. We're what in what way?
I don't pictures of shit, throwing your tampons at people. I don't know what, like just gross shit. Like I thought you were gonna say no.
You don't know women. We're disgusting.
What
But
are,
it's
like,
not that. Maybe not that, but it's like, other things.
Is there like a lot of competition between female comedians, or no? Do you find?
No, we all just love each other so much. That's why there's so many of us on every show. We
No, you.
Yeah, no, we love working together.
It's a regular little affair of comedy.
Yeah, we're so supportive of each other.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Like, why do you? Because I don't. There's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not high enough in comedy yet. But like, there's a little bit of competition. But I don't like hate any of like. I don't look at another chubby Jew and be like, I fucking
No, because you're a
no.
no, maybe not.
Nope. I hate everybody, but like I don't know.
You're
Because I've heard of like female comedians like not getting along, and
that's the thing.
I didn't know
That's just
why.
women in general,
Women
let
in general.
alone female comics. But female comics probably because, like any industry, it's male dominated, and you still have to like prove that you're just as funny as all the other comics, you know? So it's like, and there's probably, I don't want to say less opportunity, but there's not as many female comics as there are male comics. And I think that, we have to, everyone, but women specifically, we always have to prove we deserve our place in comedy.
Right. And the other problem I have with that is like, because I'm sure people say it about me, like you get shows that you shouldn't get, whatever.
What shows would that be?
I don't like, for me, like I get to open up for Joey in front of 4,000 people and that's why I do put the work in. But on the other side of it, what I always think is like, let's say it was total nepotism, whatever it is. Do you want you to turn down this? Like, am I supposed to not try my fucking best and do?
Yeah.
Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would take that opportunity too.
Of course.
Fuck yeah.
Well, you didn't ask for it.
I took the opportunity.
You should.
So why wouldn't I give it?
Right.
If I took it, why wouldn't I give it?
Right. But
What do you think? That I just did 200-seat shows? People have taken me. I remember one fucking particular instance where a guy called me and did, what's the theater on Wilton?
Yeah.
And I was like just happy to get a couple hundred.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy called me that night and he goes, we're splitting it 4 ways.
damn.
Okay. So you want me to sit here and just go, I didn't get lucky. Can you imagine that? Expecting to get like $300 on New Year's. And when you get there, they go, no. You see this place? We're splitting it 4 ways. It's on you. And I ate the biggest bag of dick.
But the check cash.
Like a motherfucker. But it's not. No, I probably didn't bomb. Because I was so happy.
I was going to say.
You want a comic to be funny, pay him before he goes on stage. That's the funniest motherfucker you're ever going to have. When I put 500 in your hand and an 8-ball, that's the funniest he's ever going to be. Right there. He's happy. He's got a dessert. I gave him weed. I gave him a hotel room. I couldn't give him a woman, but he's got all the tools to
You
get
got him a hooker.
Yeah, you have to give opportunities when you got opportunities. I still remember barely having 15 minutes, and some guy paying me like $600 a show.
Isn't it crazy?
That's fucking crazy.
Right.
And then I'm driving home, and all of a sudden my car blows up. On the 70,
That's
it
how
gets
it
on
goes.
fire and shit, and you're like, God
Every
damn
fucking
it.
time.
But that's the thing. How can you not give young comics opportunity? Why wouldn't you? I love giving an open micer $50.
I love it.
I love it. 'Cause
Yeah.
They look at you and they just tremble. They look at, well, I can't take it and go to fuck home before I do change my mind.
Yeah. Well, that's why that's one of the reasons why I started this mic. And last week I had, I paid a photographer to come and take headshots of all the comics, because when you first start, at least in LA, they're like $400.
Yeah.
You get scammed multiple times over. It's not even a real photographer. He wants to fuck you. And like, it's like, fine, but are the
fucking
shots
nightmare.
good? Like,
That never happened to me.
well,
I got plenty of headshots and no one ever did anything
yeah,
creepy to
well,
me.
That's a great
you got
idea.
loofah'd.
Thing I
so.
did.
People still ask for headshots.
Well, it's more like when you book a show, they want a professional
Picture, yeah.
picture. And a lot of these, like when I first started, you don't even, like there are people who will submit their like selfies,
Right.
When you first start, because they don't know. And like, these are just things that I would want if I were to start, like, someone telling me, guiding me, because they don't have, some of these comics that come to my mic sleep in their cars, So it's like, you know what I mean?
I remember getting to the comedy store, and that Monday, I had an audition, and I didn't even know what to do. And the piano player, who was a gay Spanish guy with a cute little hat, told me he was a photographer, and he shot me. And those pictures, I used those for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
You remember the first headshot, it was a baker at La Dizio in Boulder. He took my headshots with me drinking an egg cream and something like that. Whatever. You didn't know. You don't fucking know. But that's a great idea to do for these guys. Like get headshots.
Yeah.
Even action shots. Because I don't even know who needs a headshot anymore.
Well, no, just like, a professional photo.
Oh, do they ask for it?
Know what I
They
mean?
ask for a headshot and bio all the time.
All the
All the
time.
clubs and everything?
All the clubs, all the booker, even like for like bar shows, they want a headshot of
And
you.
the problem is you want to have a headshot, because I can't tell you, whenever I have this one like really fat picture of me, and whenever people don't ask for a headshot, that's the picture
That's
they
the
take.
picture they'll take.
So I'm
Oh,
like,
no,
damn, like,
yeah.
you gotta have it.
Yeah. So it's like, these are just things like whenever, now that, I'm a little bit further along in comedy, people starting now, they're just so lost. And it's like, when you start comedy, it's scary. It's intimidating. And you don't have, a lot of, like, I didn't have a big sis. I did have male mentors. I never had a
always
female
will.
comic want to mentor me. But that's what I wish I had, was something like that.
Woman, yeah.
Or just like a comic, like willing to kind of show me the ropes. Like, here's the direction, because a lot of time you don't start comedy with direction.
You don't
It's a
know
lot of
dick.
going in the wrong direction before you figure out.
For 2 years, I didn't know dick.
Yeah.
And I came here for 9 months, and that opened up the
Mhm.
view. I'm like, oh, this is what it is. I see, said the blind man. Okay. And then I went back to Denver, and now I had a plan. And it was bar shows, and, but you don't know for the first 3 years. And it is rough. It's uncharted waters. And like the only thing I had was the Judy Carter work.
And there's bad people out there too who prey on, vulnerable artists and new artists, especially when you start stand up. A lot of times you're just like not in a good place, or you're not coming from a good place,
There's a page on Facebook, like New Jersey open mics. There's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
And I just want to see where the open mics are. So I joined all of them, And once a week, I don't even know how they don't, because I just go on there to see where the open mics are, if they're changing, maybe something close to my house. And all those guys, always like once a week, one of those guys goes, "Is this Joey Diaz? Why don't you come to the open mic and coach us?" And I'm like, I can't coach.
I think that's where I first met you in person, was at the Fourth Wall.
Yes.
I saw both of you there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, Uncle Joey does open mics. I was like, well, then I got to be doing open mics for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And so I never stop. I'll never stop going to open mics.
Yeah, you have to
I don't
go
give
to
a
open
fuck.
mic.
I don't give a fuck. If you're a comic and you're like, I don't do open mics, then I don't respect
See,
you.
for me, I didn't have to go to open mics. I had something better.
What?
Mexican rooms.
Well, that's also
That
like
was
we have
training.
that in LA and
That
But
was
that's a level
Felipe,
above open mics.
exactly.
Edwin,
Exactly.
George Perez,
Exactly.
Rudy Moreno, God rest his soul, gave me a lot of money all those years. At $35 a set at the Brave Bull, it's still that motherfucker.
Well,
took care
Felipe
of
is
me.
one of my first.
Yeah, he took me on
mentors.
the wrong.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. The Mexican rooms were my open mics. They wouldn't put the TV off during the Laker game or
Yeah.
when those Dodgers are on. You got to do comedy. If somebody hits home run, fucking the room blows up.
Oh, but dude, that's a level above open mics. Like, especially
Yeah.
No, but it's a great level.
It's
I would
no,
do
it-
those first and then do my set at the Comedy Store at 11,
right. Oh, that's
12
great.
o'clock at night.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what because I still do them occasionally. I have tried to slow down and like to start hanging out more at clubs, but I would love to be at a place where I feel like I could like try new stuff out, even at bar. Like, I don't know.
You
if
could do
feel
that at
this.
bar shows right now.
I feel the pressure that I'll try. Like, if something comes to me in the moment, but like, it's tough
That's
for me
where
to.
you do that. The bar shows.
I still use open mics for that.
No, do a bar
do
show.
the bar show. Because listen, at a bar show, they're not really paying attention either.
Yeah.
I feel like the comics are though.
Fuck
Fuck
the
the comics.
comics.
They don't
They're
put
the
money
ones
in your
booking you
pocket.
for other
Nah,
shows.
bro.
They don't put money in
They'll
your
understand
pocket.
what you're doing. You know, a real comic understands what you're doing there and will respect you more than if you go up with material you've been doing for years.
Right. Well, I agree with that. I'm always working on like a new chunk, but there's I don't know, at least in my head, I have like material that I'm working on at Mike's and then I have material that's like, okay, I found out that this works. Let's try it here. But I don't know, in Austin, I don't know if you feel this, but at like the big clubs, in New York, I feel like, not that I'm going to get discovered, but like, if I have a few bad sets in a row, like the word's going to get out, because comics talk. And like, I
Lee,
still feel like I need to prove myself.
We always have to prove ourselves no matter what. We're always proving ourselves in new ways or whatever. But like, you can't care about that. You can't care about that.
I bomb all the time. I don't necessarily even mind bombing.
What are you worried about? That other people will think you're not funny?
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to think you're funny.
No, I know. I don't, but I want them, not even funny. I want them to like respect
Of course.
and like get booked. And like, that's what like, the stuff is slowly starting to get a little bit busier. I'm like, okay. And I don't know. That's when you're talking about open mics. That's what I view open mics for. Is like, that's where I don't mind going up and just throwing stuff out there.
Well, there's also something really badass about taking risks in person. And like, there's a way to do it. You know, you can take those risks in the middle of your set.
You can hide them.
Yeah.
I tell them all the time. You
And I
hide them
do.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Once you got them and they're laughing, it's a rotation, okay? It's a rotation.
Right.
So boom, boom, it's a beat. And now you're like, fuck it, I got 4 beats already. Let me try this off-color joke. But you're also going to be prepared. It's like throwing a sidekick at a UFC. That guy could grab your leg and pull it out, so be careful.
right.
So if you throw that sidekick, you better be careful that you have a fucking punch to go into him, guy.
And if I'm being honest, like I do feel more confident, especially the last year, but it's still, I don't know. Like I'm so looking forward. Like in the next couple of years, my goal is to be at the major. I'm not in the Cellar's a different level, but like the major New York comedy clubs. That's my goal over the next couple of years. And that's when, I don't know, in my head, I'm like, that's when I'll be able to go to bar shows, and those are my open mics then, is when I can say I'm doing 3 at New York and 2
But
at the
Lee, you're
state.
already there.
I'm not there in the clubs yet.
No, you're already at that point in your career where you could be doing that.
And the clubs are just around the corner. You
Yeah.
don't
Oh, I'm
know.
not in a huge rush.
They're around the corner, my friend.
And it's,
Lee, you're hilarious.
I appreciate it. I bombed super hard at St. Mark's.
That's
the other night. That was
okay.
fucking
Bomb,
fun.
Hey.
bomb
Oh,
as
I know.
much as you want.
It's a
I like-
fucking game of percentages
I respect
anyway.
you more for
I'm not
bombing than
Yeah.
going up with the same material
Oh,
for
yeah.
10 years,
I'm not
which also
complaining.
happens.
I'm just, honestly, it's to the point. This woman told me that she did ketamine with the Kennedys, and then she got up and yelled at me that she could see my stomach from Times Square, and I don't know what I did to her.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what the fuck I said to her. It was crazy. It was right after the dojo. Dude, it's been fun.
That's
I
fucking
like
cold blooded.
Oh, I know.
No, I
That's
love
the
that. You gotta
baddest
write that
heckle
shit
I have
down.
ever heard.
You gotta write that shit down.
Oh, I had it. Write it down. I'm Jewish and neurotic. That shit's been playing in
It's
my
gonna
head.
live in your rent.
No,
live
no.
in your
well,
head rent free.
but it makes me laugh because I was feeling skinny. That like I thought I looked pretty good. I didn't think I was that fat anymore, but it was. But then,
Well, it's the same way how you see yourself is the same way how you think that you're not ready to do like new material at bar shows.
right. I guess, yeah, dude. I've struggled with confidence, like, and this is like the most confident I've ever been, and it's not very confident, and it's like that is something that I don't have, and I do feel like I'm working very hard, and I feel like I am a good comic. I'm proud. Like I think I'm as good or better than a lot of people, but like off stage, it's different. Like I almost wish I could live my life on stage. I'd be a fucking pimp if I could. Like if that was the person that was out in the real world. You
have to realize that
I tried a little bit with women. When I was like hitting on women, that's when I would just pretend I was on stage and like fake it.
What's your move, Lee?
I have no move.
Pretend I'm a girl you're hitting on. What would you say to me?
A girl I'm hitting on, I'd be on that chair over there just like staring at you, hoping that like a rom-com happened and like you were into chubby guys and you came over like, I just want to rub your head.
That might work. I like my head being rubbed.
No. You
want your head. I'll rub your head.
No, dude, can you imagine me going up to a girl, any girl, and just be like, hey, I want to rub your head.
I might take that offer.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, 100%. Who doesn't like a good head
Brad
rub?
Pitt.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Can you imagine me in Austin, sweaty, coming up to you? Can I rub your head, Rachel?
I got Brad Armpit over here. I'll take it. I'll take Brad Armpit over.
Listen, I'll take it. That's a credit.
You're torturing them. I love it.
This is fun. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah. That one, there was one, I think the best one was the transgender woman at the Hollywood dojo. Do you remember there was this very pretty lady who would be at like Kill Tony all the time in the store all the time?
Yes, Cassandra. Blonde girl? Blonde, big boobs.
I was at the dojo. I was like a year or two in a comedy, and this other comic, Andrew, and they must have been friends. So like they were going back and forth about being transgender. And I'm a year or two in a comedy, and I tried a joke about transgender. The crowd laughed. I will say that I was very happy with it.
Oh wait, are you talking about a hot, like the hot one, or there's one that wasn't hot?
I don't know. I think very pretty.
Okay. It matters.
And the problem I had is that her and the other comic were going back and forth like they were friends, and I thought that I could do it. She got upset and called me Danny DeVito, and then threw a pepperoni at me.
You should have called her Manny DeVito.
Oh, I crumbled. I didn't go. I felt so bad. I thought it was like a fun, like she was in the comedy scene, like it was gonna be okay. And the crowd thought it was a good joke. I'm still proud of the joke, but she did not like it at all. And that when she threw that pepperoni at me, it was fucking.
Dog,
and
I've been doing comedy for 35 years. Nobody ever threw pepperoni at me. I got a beer bottle, or, shit like that.
I don't want that. I'd much rather have pepperoni thrown at me.
Yeah, I feel like you're not complaining about that. I feel like you like meat thrown at
You
you.
know what the funny thing is? If you would have picked up the pepperoni and ate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where you beat them. You just pick it up and go, fuck you, bitch. I was looking for some pepperoni anyway and shit.
I have to find the recording. I'm going to find it. Maybe I did. I used to eat off people's plates. Like I'd make a joke. In fact, I'm making fat jokes, and they would like offer me food on. That would get huge laughs. If like someone offers you a nacho and you take a nacho on stage, that's fucking crazy. I'm less fat.
How long are you in town for, Rach? What's going on?
Till Wednesday, till tomorrow.
And then what?
Just stand up, and then I'm traveling around for the next few months, and then just go on the road in the next.
You're really going after it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love stand up.
I'll shoot you some dates if you can.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I would love that.
You know, just let me know if you want to come up.
I'm down to clown.
Because I got to get a woman pretty soon. Because I have guys, I got to get a woman up front. Because a lot of women buy tickets for their dates, for men.
Yeah.
Then they come to the show and they get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They get 3 people talking about dick and pussy, and they sit there like fucking orphans. So I always used to have a woman just to give them something.
Yeah.
They went out for their, you know, if a woman comes to one of my shows, I want to, like, I'm thinking about buying flowers or something for women, because for them to sit through my bullshit, you know,
That's
they
funny.
need something. They need a hug,
A support
therapist,
group.
a support group, you know.
You could probably partner with a florist
Huh?
in the cities you're going to.
What happened?
You could probably partner with a florist in the cities you're going to.
I'm sorry,
Thank you,
honey.
Lee. I didn't know that. I was going to call Columbia and fly down there and pick them up and then bring them back.
No, I'm saying,
God damn it. No, I know.
You
I
should
know
go
how
to
do it.
Columbia and pick them up.
I'm just saying that's why I always liked
That's a nice idea.
women in front, because they get something nice for the ladies. And it's not 3 fucking guys talking about dick and
Also, when your girl's happy, you know, you're happy. Like if you're taking your girl to the show, when
What girl?
if she's
oh yeah,
like
yeah,
your
that girl.
audience, you know.
No,
Well,
I'm married. My wife
not
doesn't
your,
fucking
but like
show.
you like the guy in the audience. You know, if he
Yeah.
if his girl's happy, he's happy.
Yeah,
You know.
So it's, and you could see it when they walk out. You could see the girls, or at least thank God, you know, whatever. So that's why. So yeah, I'd love to have you.
Let's do it.
Maybe Mississippi, the casino in Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi. It is
And,
IPPI.
Yeah, you're close. You're close to there. Now, have you been going to Houston for comedy?
Yeah, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Who books you in Dallas?
I do Big Laugh or Hyenas.
Hyenas.
Yeah.
Hyenas still the big club.
I
up
like
there.
Hyenas.
I remember I was at Hyenas once. They had room in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
And after it was a Sunday night, it was a black show.
I love
I
it.
did the weekend, but I stayed
Yeah.
for the black show. And then I'll never forget this. I went outside and they paid me $50. And I'm like, what am I going to do with $50? And there was a 400-pound black dude with a T-shirt on selling pork chop sandwiches. Okay. He hadn't cleaned the grill in maybe 3 years. He was just scraping it, and he'd throw more pork chops on it, and he'd throw not behold, the shit that Spanish people and salt and pepper, and he would put them on white bread with the bone and everything. You had to eat around the pork chop with the white bread for like $2. I must have ate 15 of them. I'm like, God bless America, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Fucking pork chop outside. And I went home going, man, I'm going to be fucking sick on that plane tomorrow. Went home tip-top magoo. The guy used nice pork chops, thin, and he fried them, and he just gave him Wonder bread. Didn't go out of his way to get you Italian bread.
Mustard,
Didn't even
anything?
matter. Huh?
Mustard?
Does
Anything?
it fucking matter?
Yes,
You think
it
the guy
matters.
had Grey Poupon? He's black. He's lucky.
No, just French is yellow sounds good.
No.
Are you a sauce queen?
I'm a mustard whore. I'll fuck up. The only mustard I'm not really a huge fan of is honey mustard. Everything else I love.
Yeah.
Next time you get a nice turkey burger, grill it and put a little mustard on it with red onion
Love it.
and a tomato. I had a
I'll
girlfriend
do that
that used
4
to
days a
make
week.
that
Maybe
shit.
some jalapenos.
I hate fucking turkey burgers, but this chick made a nasty turkey burger
Oh,
with
dude.
mustard and a little fucking whatever.
dude, I went to a Chinese place that had a Chinese, the mustard you get at Chinese restaurants?
Yeah.
They made a martini with that flavor.
No way.
And they gave you the mustard with the wontons to dip in as you were drinking it.
That's
It was
wild.
I'm not a drinker. That was the coolest thing I've ever
That is
fucking
cool.
had.
That is fucking cool.
Oh, it was delicious. And it
Well, they have
tasted,
wasabi almonds. You ever eat one of those motherfuckers? at
those are
night?
my favorite.
Oh, shit. Those
Those wasabi
motherfuckers
with
are
soy
good.
almonds.
Those green little
Oh
bags.
yeah, those are good.
But you can't get the Walmart kind. Those taste like ass.
No.
I tried to save some money.
The
and
fuck
those
is
taste
wrong
like
with
ass.
you?
No way.
The fuck is this what I'm
Those
talking
green
about?
bags get expensive. That
Try to
Walmart-
save $1.
No, it's way more than $1. Walmart gives you a bag of 100 million for like $3.
No, so
And
what?
you can taste it. I didn't finish it, and you know me. But those,
No. The other company is fucking spot on with those. They're
Yes, they
spot.
are. They really
like
are.
after bag, you gotta like fucking drink something and then go back to them. They're fucking heavy duty.
yeah, I pretend like they're healthy when I get them on the road.
Oh yeah. That's what you do at 2
Yeah,
in the
those are
morning.
vegetables.
I'm like, I'm like,
One
I need
bag
my
is
protein.
healthy. One little bag is
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
22 of them. You're going into a different fucking league.
I get the display.
Trust me,
when
I do the same thing.
Those are good. Fuck. What's your favorite like road snack? Do you eat like snacks when you're driving through Texas? Or do
Oh yeah, I love Buc-ee's. Have you been to Buc-ee's?
he gets so.
Don't get us started.
What happened?
I was gonna wear the sweatshirt today, but I didn't want to get yelled at twice.
Just because you go to Buc-ee's is good. He's 38 with a
What do you
fucking
mean?
Buc-ee's
We're the
shirt
same
on.
age. Do you have any Buc-ee's
You might as well
merch?
be-
Are you kidding? I have boxers. I have like lounge pants. I
Buc-ee's is the
have
best.
workout shorts. I have 2 pairs of sweatpants. I want to get the slides. Like
I love Buc-ee's.
I want to get
but
married in a Buc-ee's wedding dress. Like
Do
I'm
it.
not.
They have them. They have them for sure. Listen, the food's okay.
I have a Buc-ee's thong. I got a Buc-ee's garter
she's
belt.
not
I got
joking.
Buc-ee's tampons. Like I want Buc-ee's everywhere.
You got Bucky everything.
I want Buc-ee's everywhere.
You're all bucked up.
Yeah, I'm bucked up. Yeah,
You're all bucked up.
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not bad. I'm going to Bucky. He made fun of my sweatshirt.
Because you're a grown man.
But literally,
You got like Captain
Dude, I
Video on
can't
there
tell
or
you.
something.
If you go to I'll be around the country and they'll be like, Buc-ee's. If you wear this in Texas, I'm like fucking whatever it is, Canelo, wherever in Mexico. Like it is, they love Buc-ee's. in
Yeah,
Texas.
dude.
You can't fuck with Buc-ee's.
When I
So let me
I
buy
looked.
a Bucky shirt so I'm liked.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
little bit,
Dude,
yeah.
I
At
looked-
least she's got underwear. Nobody knows to know what's under there.
You keep telling me
I'll wear
I'm
those
gonna
on the
go
outside.
places and they're gonna be like, "Can I touch it? I've never met a Jew before. I'm trying to be a friendly Jew in a Bucky sweatshirt."
Well, Bucky's ain't gonna make you any. It might as well put put a Bucky shirt.
Honestly, I looked like the Buc-ee's logo growing up, so I'm very I feel very attached to that brand.
That's a cool.
Rachel, you're a cool motherfucker. You really are. I felt great having you today.
Thank you
When
so
I
much.
saw you in town, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give her a holler. Just wanted to see you. You know.
I love when you call me Uncle
Yeah,
Joey.
I call you and you're like, call
He
me
checks
more
up
often.
on me.
Yeah.
I just call you because you're fucking family. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
You're family.
I love
Yeah.
you, Uncle Joey.
I'll never forget one time just Kim Condon moved back to Orlando, right? And I go, Kim, I'm doing a show in Miami. Do you want to open for me? And like 2 hours later, I look on Twitter and it's like, it's always a good day when Uncle Joey calls you for breakfast. And I'm like, these are my girls.
Yeah.
These
We
are my-
love you.
I love those girls. And the crazy Jewish Puerto Rican,
Let's fucking go.
she's on her own.
Sarah?
Yes.
I love her.
Because you have yin and yang there.
Yeah,
You
no.
have Kim.
They're great.
They're great,
they're great together.
That's one of my favorite.
And I feel
podcasts.
like I'm like a combination of both of them. So when you get the 3 of us together,
Yeah,
it's like,
no, they're
it's
good
so
girls,
fun.
man. It's good to see that you guys are still. See, how many fucking girls went through the store?
No, I'm telling you.
With the bull. That's why I'm saying to you. Every month, a hot girl came. Do you remember Barbie Orr?
No, I
That
didn't.
was way
before
before
my
your time.
time.
She'd come
Yeah.
on Sundays in a Porsche, and she had fake tits, but the vein went through the tit like a bodybuilder.
Oh my God.
Like she was a bodybuilder. Now, she really wasn't a bodybuilder, but she had the tit, and the doctor cut the vein wrong. So the vein went right through her tit, and it was like cut. She was cut. Tits were like little hard balls, like little Spalding balls. So that vein, she was thin. But like he was a girl that came. There were so many women that called themselves stand up, and they come up one day a week, and there was always bullshit. And then you saw the girls that were there battling it out, fucking getting hit on every night, fucking tortured, have to follow this. And you look at those women after a while, man, you start respecting them a lot more. You're like,
Yeah.
any guy could do this till 2 a.m. Look at these women still banging it up up here, fucking hanging out, trying to get a fallout and shit. You know,
We love it.
it's
We're
a
addicted.
different fucking world. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you. And I appreciate like when you were working with Felipe, like you had this little buzz, Wolfie. So
I really appreciate both of you guys. Have always supported me since I
yeah,
started.
man. Listen, you're like daughters now. You guys are like daughters. Like I got 12-year-old. I told you today I had a Punisher, and I feel fucking terrible. But
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? I gotta do something. I don't yell at her. I don't hit her. I give her what she wants, and then this shit. So I was like, you gotta go down for 2 weeks, and we're taking all the makeup now. Now you're done. You want to dress up like
But when she gets older, she'll appreciate that because now looking back, I appreciate the times when my dad was hard on me.
yeah. No, you have not. I'm not fucking kicking her in the stomach and calling her a bitch or nothing. Not even
No,
close.
but
When I caught her, I didn't even say nothing. I went and took a shower first, so I cooler heads prevailed. Because I was upset because I didn't tell her once. I didn't tell her twice. Her mother told her twice, and then I told her again, Mercy, you're too young, baby. You could do this stuff. Just don't put that on your eyes because I'm going to get a call from the school
yeah.
that I'm allowing Wonder Woman to go to fucking school with that white shit on your eyes. So today when she was putting it on in school, and she forgot to take it off. So when she came in, I was sitting there with my wife, and I just looked at her, and I'm like, God damn it. And she had forgotten until she started talking to me. I could see it in her face. And I remember looking at her, like, oh, Mercy, you put that on your face. And she's like, I'm sorry, Dad. I just didn't say nothing. But it reminded me when I was in the 8th grade, I was walking home with a kid that smoked. Bad motherfucker, yeah. Smoking, coughing, smoking. And all of a sudden we look up and his mother was right there. I'll never forget that. And he went to spit the cigarette out, but the cigarette stuck to his lip. And his mother's like, just make sure you're home for dinner. And he's like, all right, I will. And the cigarette was there the whole time. She didn't say a fucking word. When he got home, his father was waiting for him with 6 cartons of cigarettes, a box of tobacco. They gave him everything. He had to sit there. They still have pictures of him. Fucking. Puke all over the table. They made him smoke fucking till from 3:30. He smoked till like midnight.
Yeah.
Well, now he's dead.
Oh, well.
He died shortly after that. Dead. So hopefully I'll see you next week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got to tell you something, man. I've seen you grow up. You look beautiful. You've
Thank
grown
you.
up to be a beautiful woman, like a Ally McGraw. You're like a 70s fucking heartthrob. You know what I'm saying? The hair
Thank
is
you, Uncle
beautiful.
Joey.
So I'm happy you're still doing this. I'm very proud of you. And I'm happy you stopped by and got a shot and tortured Lee a little bit. Brad Armpit, that's
Yeah.
fucking hysterical.